see again. I know last night got crazy. Couldn't get it done. No, I missed you. Fam, I gotta tell you the preseason talk. Let me just get right into this. How you doing tonight? Right, Saturday. Weekends are coming and going quick, and they need to come and go quick because the quicker they go, the sooner we get into July. Count starting next week. We're talking 3. Nah, we're talking 4 weeks. That's 26th. 4 times 7 is 28. So it's actually a little less than 4 weeks before they get back into action. We'll survive it. It's okay. All right. Hey, the eyes of 49er fans are open pretty wide right about now. Expectations, for the most part, are pretty high, and you have a right to be thinking that way. Don't let anybody tell you different. And they will, too. I mean, you go on social media now. 49er fans, calm down, man. You guys ain't going anywhere. You got this hole, you got that hole. And then they say things bad about Jimmy. I'm going to get into that in a minute, though. Of course, the critics are coming up with reasons for doom, as I mentioned. But that's what they do, all right? They're there for us. That's what they're there for. They're trying to. It's a fact check. Everything you write down, they can come back and say something else. But boy, y'all can come on after me, boy. You can fact check me all you want to. I got my stuff straight, boy. I'll get you. Oh, I'll get you. But this season, that will be way more difficult for the fact checkers, for the doom boys, for it to make it happen. But here's what I want to know now. What are your expectations, fam? You know what I'm saying? Let's get into that tonight because that's going to be fun stuff. Hey, with every passing day, boy, Jimmy Garoppolo isn't playing football. Faked by many, and his ability seems to be going down, down, down. You notice that? People are talking badder and badder about Jimmy G, and for reasons I don't get. Only the eyes of those who can evaluate and judge pure talent can Jimmy G be seen as a potential star, it seems nowadays, right? Because, I mean, we see what Jimmy G's done. Come on, man. You all of a sudden he can't play? And I'll get into it, but let me just get through it. But it's a fair question. All things considered, has Garoppolo earned the recent criticism is the question tonight as well. He's not the first talented NFL quarterback to get injured. So what is it? Is it lack of games played? Has his big payday added to the prove-it conversations? You know it did. Hey, but first expectations. After the past season, only 2 teams, the Rams and the Cardinals, ended up where many thought they would. The Rams ended up winning the division and representing the NFC West, or NFC in Super Bowl 53. And Arizona finished with the first pick in the 20 NFL draft. That's what really pisses me off, you know? Oh, them nasty critics. They got it right. I think they were, actually, they didn't get it completely right because they were a little bit fooled by the Hawks and they were a little bit fooled about the 49ers. They didn't know where they were going to come in at exactly. And they had the Hawks regressing, but of course that didn't happen. Well, they did, but they still managed to overcome it. And then you have us who failed completely because everybody got killed. Or, let me use that word. Everybody got wiped out barely before the season even started. The Hawks refused to die after a huge reduction in talents, as I mentioned, and win a surprising 10-6 and made the playoffs. I still can't believe that. I really don't. Meanwhile, the good guys in red gold suffered another record-setting IR list, crumbling to a 4-12 finish en route to the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Heading into 2019, seeing the makeover the team has made that includes bringing back key personnel, it's pretty easy to make some upbeat predictions now. Yeah, boy, I'll be telling you right now, man. I'm telling you, the fears and worries. Hey, but listen, fam, don't buy the joke about the Rams will continue to dominate. LA likely regresses a bit, at least. I almost say for sure. Come on, man. They remain division contenders, okay, but stop with this domination. LA dominates. No, it won't. And I'm talking logic. I'm not talking between red and gold glasses. I'm talking about all. Here's all things we know considered. Yes, since the Hawks weren't supposed to be in the picture last season, you figure they aren't going to go away and somehow end up in the playoff picture. 49ers have no business being anything but better, especially with Jimmy Garoppolo currently appearing to be fully recovered from the 2018 injury. Arizona has another first-year head coach putting Larry Fitzgerald again in a back-to-back year rebuild mode. And I'm talking about a total team rebuild, too. I mean, dude's going to come in there and he's going to change everything, right? The predictions of the division are kind of way too easy to make. But what about us? Right? give up some predictions, and go ahead and get aggressive and bold with it, fam. That's always more fun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can sit back and you know, with the reality boys and say, well, you know, we got this problem, we got that problem, and you know, if we do 8-8, we should be lucky. You don't have to go there if you don't want to. You know, and you know, I'm here to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And about Jimmy G, JG has started just 10 games to his 5 NFL seasons. There still isn't a ton of film on him. 49ers got a decent glimpse at what G could be during a 5-game audition at the end of 2017. They, along with us, all right, and the media, were so impressed that the team set him up with a 5-year mega deal, $137.5 million. That was kind of shocking. But you know what? G was a free agent, fam. Would he have walked? He had plenty of people who wanted to get him. I'm talking armies, all right? So 49ers didn't come up with something large and ridiculously put him in charge. He was gone. He was gone. Garoppolo's contract was the largest in NFL history at that particular time, but it was clear that Mrs. Garoppolo's baby boy was no everyday, ordinary talent to even people who don't know nothing about football, all right? And so, you know, in fact, now Jimmy's contract is looking like a bargain with 6 other quarterbacks, earning average salaries quite a bit above that of Garoppolo, including Kirk Cousins, who said that really we would have had Kirk Cousins. If Garoppolo wins, we end up with Cousins. But Trez, get up off the floor, man. It didn't happen. Don't worry about it. All right? And, of course, whether or not the deal is a bargain all depends on if Garoppolo turns out to be the quarterback the 49ers saw at the end of that dramatic 2017 season. He struggled a bit last season before going down with that torn ACL, but understandably so. It was obvious that him and the team were trying to fine-tune the schemes and various nuances of the Shanahan offense, which, if anybody knows about Shanahan's offense, you don't just go out there and zip, zip, zip right away. So, you know, I'm giving him way off on that. The critics ain't trying to hear that, though. Led by Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk. Mike Florio, you ain't right, man. No, we're not getting ready to trade Jimmy Garoppolo to Minnesota. Minnesota is Mike Florio's team. He's had enough of Kirk Cousins. He wants Jimmy for himself, making it sound like Jimmy's inadequate, incompetent, and way overrated. He would get crazy happy if he knew Garoppolo was coming to Minnesota. It seems the biggest knock on Jerry is that the critics want to see more before declaring that Garoppolo's name belongs among the list of elite NFL quarterbacks. Understandable. It's understandable. I can't get mad at that. JG will be under, hardcore scrutiny in the upcoming season. Complete evaluations of Jimmy G will remain on hold until then. Now, one notable criticism that I did have to take note in, pissed me off, but I got to go along with it. You'll find is what is Jimmy Garoppolo at 100%. Now, I thought we saw that in 2017. This is one thing I don't agree with. But it's speculated now. Will he be like at 75% after that ACL tear, right? But why does he have to be at only 75%? A lot of quarterbacks have come back at 100% after that injury. So I'm dismissing that too. But that's the part that fascinates some. So it's not known what Jimmy Garoppolo is, period, all right? Healthy, injured, or whatever it may be. The sample size, it just isn't out there yet. The critics also refuse to take Jimmy G's 5-game win streak to close out the 2017 season seriously as well, which is absolutely ludicrous. You know, fam, I don't care how lucky a player is. You don't go through 5 games in the NFL and win. You just don't. There's no such thing as that kind of luck. Not in this case. Well, there's been a couple of guys, but it was more to it than just a quarterback. Fam, when Jimmy rode into town on the big horse in a shining armor and got off and walked in and said, I'm here to change things, the 49ers were a team that was just about to get flushed. Okay, down now, I'm talking about the toilet. I mean, we looked like ass. And, Shanahan knew he had a lot of work to do, but it was really bad. And he came in and won 5 in a row. Excuse me? There ain't no quarterback in the NFL that could have done that. I really don't think so. Except maybe Matt. You know what? The Falcons quarterback, maybe, if he gets back with Shanahan. I don't want to speculate on that too much. So the strangest thing with the critics, instead of the worst, I've heard is the 49ers faced Here's what they say. The 49ers faced a so-so competition during that stretch of 2017. They beat a really bad Bears team. Here comes the excuses, right? They beat a bad Texans team. Ooh, I agree with that. Texans were pretty bad, but they still had, man, Hopkins was still out there, man. And my fave, they beat a couple of teams that weren't trying. They weren't trying at the end of the stretch. That's a hater. This guy's a known critic, but I mean, he's a known NFL analyst. That's a hater. There's no team running out there wanting to get an ass whooping. No, nobody. And the 49ers had already won a couple of games before they seen the teams that actually, when you looked at, Jimmy had 7 touchdowns and 5 INTs. And that is being taken real seriously, regardless as to whether they were really his fault or not. And balls bounce off people's chests. And some other things that happened. Come on now. Jimmy G legitimately had about 3 INTs. That's all I really remember. But what's holding some of the garbage talk from going all the way, as I mentioned, it has to be acknowledged that Garoppolo won while the Los Angeles Rams rested their starters during a Week 17 matchup against the Niners. Okay, fine. All right, fine. I'll go for that. I'll accept that. However, what about the Jacksonville Jaguars and Tennessee Titans? 2 teams Garoppolo helped defeat were playing for playoff positioning. Oh, they weren't trying that hard. Both squads made the playoffs that season and finished with winning records. They did not want the blemish of the 49ers beating them. I don't care what anybody says. If you're going to beat a team that's down at the bottom, if you're going to lose to a team that's down at the bottom, and you're supposed to be a playoff team, hell no, they didn't do that on purpose. And no, they were not clowning around. They wanted that game. In fact, the Jags brought the hat and T-shirts, getting ready to celebrate in our locker room. The Jags also had the league's top defense before giving up 44 points to Jimmy G and company. Still some believe that anyone who's going to tell you definitely Jimmy Garoppolo is a top 10 starter, top 15 starter, there's no basis for that grade since he hasn't played any meaningful games late in the season. I guess he's talking about postseason and all that stuff. Don't let the 49ers, all these critics do, don't let the 49ers keep most of the guys on the field this year. Jimmy Garoppolo and most of the guys on the field, I guarantee they'll get it done. Guaranteed. See, because you look at other teams. Do other teams look like they're just fearlessly better than the 49ers? Look at it man for man. I'm not just saying this because I love the 49ers. Look at every team man for man. Look at their coach. Why are they so much better? I'm not going for it this year. Last year, I probably had, nothing. I was just maybe some fantasized. But this year, I'm sorry. We got one of the best defensive lines in the league. That's all there is to it. With Jimmy Garoppolo and some of the weapons he's got out there with 4 of the tough, these running backs are tough. Backing him up. You talk about play action going to the next level this year. You got Shanahan opening up that playbook a little wider. Some guys have been with him. He's got a core group that knows what he's talking about when he's calling plays. Give me out. Man, come on, man. Oh, let me calm down. Okay, I'm getting excited again. I always get too excited when I start talking about 49ers losing games. Hey, Michael Schmidt, what's up, the fam? 14-2, that's what I'm talking about. What it do? Oh. I love the first back. Alvaro Cueva, lighter. Oh, Alvaro, thanks, fam. I love the show. Keep doing your thing, big dog. Love you, fam. Love you back, Alvaro. Jay Anderson, what's up? Checking in from the 804 Richmond, VA. What's up, Richmond? 804. Gipster. Gay faithful, what is going on? Gifts to you, man. Russo, sup, Lighter fam. Brandon Lone, shout out from VA at work, but we'll watch when they get off. Man, VA is representing, man. I got Trey out there, too. Got a couple other guys that haven't called in a while. LeBron the GOAT, yo, what's good? 49ers all day, baby. And Kyle Baker believes in 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. And Jeff Tan, Saturday Night Live. Thanks, Jeff. Slimmy Long, 52. Ass woman time is itching closer. And Gibbs says, I'll give Kyle one criticism. I could totally be wrong because I'd really need to watch every single game, but I think he might get too conservative at the wrong times. Hard to say, though. Actually, they wanted him to get conservative in that Super Bowl, and he refused to. So it's kind of Kyle plays. He knows his players and knows what they're capable of, what they should be capable of. He may pull his foot off the gas at certain times, but most of the time he's out there going crazy. He did mess up with George Kittle last year, and George Kittle could have been the best of everything of all time for a single season. But yeah, that's all right, Kyle. All right, we'll accept that. Take us to the playoffs. Not a rich bang bang, not a gang. Peter Gore, what's up, fam? Millionaires and billionaires. We win, or Mr. Clean is the first to go. Everybody must show up this year or face dire consequences. Oh, he's talking about my boy Robert Sala, ain't he? Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean will get rid of dirt and crap. Mike Vick Jr., what's up, fam? What's up, champ? Mike, great to meet you. See you, fam. Oh, yeah. What better way to start off Saturday night services than getting a Rev in here? Rev!
Ronbo.
Rev, man, everything is pointing north, man. I can't calm down. You know what's so come, Rev? But this is what we do. Those of us who love the 49ers, we set ourselves up for potential destruction. You know, because I'll be devastated if the 49ers don't win games this year. But, Rev, I've clearly looked this situation over because I'm that dude who's sitting up in people's locker rooms with the coat on and the mask, and somebody look over in the corner and say, does anybody recognize that gentleman sitting in the corner over there? Now, that's got to be that crazy Ronbo coach. You better call security. Because I do not believe other teams out there looking all that tough, Rev. But, Rev, let me calm down. Come on in, Rev.
Oh, boy. Well, let me start this off. Let me give a shout out to the fam, the Red and Gold Worldwide, 24/7, 365. Rep that Red and Gold. I want to give a shout out to all the VA people. I'm a 757 cat myself. That's where I was raised at. So shout out to all my VA peeps out there.
All right.
Well, now that I got that out the way.
Yeah.
Listen, fam. Listen. The Rev got some deep, heartfelt words to give y'all. I want to start this off with a quote, and this quote is pretty good. Quote is, "Learning is a gift, even when pain is your teacher." Reason why I say that, because we know all the injuries and everything that hurt us so bad. It hurt us to the point to where we knew we could have been a 10-6 team last year. When Jimmy G went down, it kind of shifted us a little bit. But the beauty of what I like about this squad, we ain't letting that be an excuse. As 49er faithful, we don't use excuses at all. We don't believe in excuses. Excuses are for Rams fans, fuck Adel, fuck cock fans, Dallas Cowgirls, shitbird Steelers. Yeah. Those people use excuses. We don't use excuses. And this year we're going to show you why all these analysts, all the hate, everybody that wants to add a log to this fire. Well, let me tell you something. Keep adding more damn logs to this fire, and the fire is going to get out of control. And we're about to show you why we're that damn hot. We're going to show you. Because we're poised, we're focused, we're determined. As much as this group is getting together, they're banding stronger, they're getting stronger. We're about to send a message this year. Granted that this schedule is very hard. It is very difficult. We have a challenge before us, man. We really do. But I really firmly believe that we can get over it. We can get by it. And we're not afraid of it. We're not afraid of it. Fam, we are 49er faithful. We don't get afraid of nothing. Nothing. So with that being said, fuck all these haters. Yes, I said it. Fuck all the haters. Mm-hmm. Because we're about to send a message. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, come week 1, you about to find out what pain and punishment is about It's coming at you. It's coming. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. That's what being a 49er faithful, that pumps in our hearts, it pumps in our souls. We don't care win, lose, or draw. We've seen the dark times. We've seen the great times. Right now, this year coming, we about to bring some pain. We about to make some noise. We're about to make some noise. I don't care if we won a game by 2 points, 1 point, 3 points, 7 points, 10 points, 20-plus points. We're going to put some W's in that column. And as far as the Los Angeles Lamb Chops, they were a joke to me. They were a Cinderella team. If you're so good, you're so great, and you're so dominant, last year you skipped wins by the skin of your teeth last year. And you were a huge embarrassment in the Super Bowl, just to let you know. So with that being said, I'm not worrying about you. I don't, as a 49er faithful, I fear no team that opposes us, period. So with that, hey, I'm just as pumped as all of my brothers and sisters out there worldwide. I am just as pumped. And I'm telling y'all, fam, I feel it in my soul. Woo! That book of champions, I'm telling you, I got so much word in this book that's about to come to y'all. When it comes to these 49ers, we are not afraid. Hey, did you say that the pressure is on, Ronbo? Is that what you said on your thing? The pressure is on?
Yeah, I had to put that down there.
Oh, word. But let me throw this out here. Pressure busts pipes.
Every year somewhere.
Pressure busts pipes. So get that out there, because the NFL, we're not going to say nothing to nobody. We're just going to come out. We're going to put our pads on. We're going to put our helmets on, and we're going to play. Period. Point blank. I don't care about the stats. If Jimmy Garoppolo throws 500 yards a game, hey, that's fine and cool. All I care about is W's. All I care about is shutting up all these damn haters that think that we're not capable of doing something, because the quest for 6 has never died. The quest for 6 has always been here. And damn it, as I say this, and I feel it in my soul, and family, when I tell you I'm so pumped right now, quest for 6 is about to happen.
Yes.
There's a reason why we are the 49ers. There's a reason why we are called faithful. There's a reason why we rep our red and gold 24/7, 365. So with that being said, my family worldwide, as the Rev tells y'all, I love y'all so much. Get ready for week 1. Hell, get ready for preseason. Because we about to make a mark. We about to send a message, and we about to let you know that we are not afraid. And I will tell you this, let JG10 get hot and stay healthy, that ass is going to be problem. So with that being said, Ronbo, I ain't going to hold you up. Everybody just get pumped up. Just get pumped up. That's all I want my family to do right now. Just get pumped up, because the pressure is on, and damn it, pressure busts pipes. I love y'all. Ronbo, thank you for giving us this voice. The Rev is feeling good.
I can see that.
Boy,
I'm loving it.
In the words, let me close it. In the words of the Nature Boy, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! Ronbo, I thank you. I love y'all. Family, get pumped up, get hyped. 49ers is coming. We about to bring pain. Quest for 6 ain't dying. It ain't going nowhere. And trust and believe when I tell you, we are faithful. Ronbo, I love you.
Yes, Rev.
I holla at you.
Hey, fam, I'll tell you, Rev.
That's how we do it.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Love you back, fam.
The Rev is out.
Looking forward to Sunday service as well, if you got some time. All rise for the Oliver Rev 49 hits.
Absolutely. Woo! All right, Ronbo.
Night, Rev.
Peace.
Oh, I love when he does that. Will, come on in here and testify. And you know what? And let us address expectations. Let us talk about why, Jimmy G, it's hard to fake 5 wins. It's hard to beat teams in the NFL. I don't care. I ain't never heard of no football player come out on the field. Well, I ain't going to try too hard today, man. Ain't nothing but the 49ers. Shh, get away from me with that, man. Ain't nobody in football, even in I'm talking elementary school that doesn't play to win. That's not an ordinary game. Football is a game that's equal to this goes back to primeval man. It's a struggle for respect. Ain't nobody half-stepping out there, no football. Will, come on, what do you expect out of 49ers this year?
Ronbo, hey, man, I want to give a shout-out to the Rev, man.
Ain't
That was nothing but 100,000,000% truth. Man, look, man, this 49er organization is receiving so much hate from why, I don't know. I don't know why these people are just hating on us. I mean, it's sad, man. All this hate is coming out from nowhere, and we didn't do anything to nobody. We ain't do nothing to nobody. You know, we go out here, we play these teams, and we ain't getting blown out by these teams, man. We losing these close games by inches. The one thing about the 49ers is they didn't have all the needs when we played these teams, but we stayed in these games and we fought to the end. Now that we got these pieces, man, we ought to get over the hump on these close games. We got closers now. We got people that can take away the football. We got Jimmy G back. We got Tevin Coleman. We got the running backs back. You know what I'm saying? We added more receivers for Jimmy G. I mean, we loaded now. But, you know, it's just sad that everybody is just hating on us for no apparent reason.
That's it.
You know, on Good Morning Football, they had D'Angelo Hall, Schrager, and Nate Burleson, as you know. They put up a question asking, which quarterback would you trust starting now for the next 5 years? D'Angelo Hall picked Russell Wilson. Schrager picked Jared Goff. Now, this asshole Burleson picked Kyler Murray. The man had even played in the NFL yet, and he's saying that he trusts Kyler Murray starting now for 5 years from now to be a good football player. And this man hadn't even played in the NFL. Schrager said that we all stated these guys' names, but we didn't mention Jimmy G because, and I can't argue with that because we haven't seen what he's done yet.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you ain't even seen what Kyler Murray did yet.
Either, right? I mean,
this is
double
crazy.
standard.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean by hate, man. It's hate. It's so much hate. Nate Burleson know damn well he was supposed to pick Garoppolo, but he picked Kyler Murray, and this man ain't even played in the NFL yet. I mean, it's hate, man. All this hate. PFF is hating. NFL Network is hating. I mean, every
ESPN.
every social media outlet on TV is hating on the 49ers, man. And they know what's up, man. We got pieces that we didn't have. We got them now. We got them.
Yep.
So,
they used to accuse us of having holes. We fill the holes, and they still ain't satisfied. Overfill them holes.
Right, man. That's why I say all this hope. I believe all this hope is a good omen. Let them hate, because when we start winning the games, these people they're gonna throw these scripts away and they're gonna start telling the truth. I'm telling you, man, once we start winning these games, they're going to throw these papers off their desk and they're going to start speaking the truth. They're going to start reading from a teleprompter and they're going to spit out the real of what they think about the 49ers. We're about to win these games, man. We're about to win. Man, ain't no excuses, man. John Lee and them went out. They went out and got the pieces that we need. You got D Ford, you got Bosa, you got a pass rush. You got McKenna back, you got Breida and Colby, you got your running back position loaded up. You know,
God
you
help
got
the
Quan
opposing
Alexander.
defense.
Right, man. And then you got Jason Verrett. You know, I believe he's gonna be. I believe this is me. I don't know about y'all, but I believe he's gonna have a healthy 2019-20 season, and he's gonna ball out, and he's gonna be the opposite of Richard Sherman. I guarantee you that. And I believe, and I've been like James saying, I do believe that Moore and Marcel Harris gonna start at the safety position. I mean, I believe that's gonna happen. I may believe that's gonna happen.
They got a huge chance. Huge chance to do so.
Man, huge chance, man. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my prediction, Ronbo. 11-5, man. I'm calling it right now. 11-5. You know? We may sneak out one more with 12, but that's a slim chance. But I'll take 11-5, man. 11-5, man. These games that we gonna play, man, they're gonna be games where it's gonna be close. But I guarantee you, the pieces that we got now, we're gonna close them out, man. We're gonna close them out. We're gonna get over that hump because we fixed it. We fixed it, man. Now, you know, safety position, man. I don't know. the front seven going to have to help the safety. They got to. They're going
Well,
to
that's
have
their
to.
job
They're going to have
anyway.
to safety the position.
That's what they're supposed
That's
to
their
do.
job anyway.
That's right.
That's what they're supposed to do. So, I mean, it just, you know what I'm saying? It just boils my blood, man, when you have all these people just hating on us for no reason, man. It's sad, bro.
And
It's
talking
sad.
nice about other teams. Every time I hear about the Rams being dominant, we'll look at that. You right there in L.A., you've seen the decimation that took place with that team. How in hell are they supposed to come back looking the same way as they did? And everybody knows Jared Goff can't play unless he's got play action working for him. His percentage between play action and just center, oh, I'm talking 20 or 30 digits apart. That's what Belichick knew.
Man, right. Man, they only way Rams can perform is Gurley is 100% and you can run play action off of him. Golf ain't 100%. He gonna have problems this year with that knee. And the pass rush that we got now, Golf ain't gonna be doing all that crap that he was doing last year. I'm telling you that right now, man. I mean, the NFC West is wide open for us, man. Things have changed in the NFC West. It's been changed. People don't realize it, but it's looking good for us, man. And I mean, it's just crazy, man. I don't get it, man. All this hate come on, but it is what it is, man. We gonna win these games, man. So we gonna win them.
I'm looking forward to it.
And then it's sad. It's sad that your own beat writers. It's sad that your own San Francisco 49 beat writers don't even have faith in you.
I know.
Matt Biocco with his bullshit.
They're afraid of embarrassment, Will. I know what their problem is. They're afraid if they say too much, they'll be made to look bad. So they got to hold back. They're not even thinking what they write. They're writing professionally. They're putting it out there so, the intellectual football fan can say things like, well, yeah, I agree. I mean, if we win 7 games this year, we should appreciate that. Shut up. Come and look at the team. Why would we be satisfied with 7 wins? Anyway.
Right.
It's okay. Let them think that way.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
I ain't tripping, man. And one more thing, Ronbo, I'm about to get out there. You got called away. Let me give a message to Grant Cohn. Grant Conehead.
Oh.
To tell you something, man. You put up a damn post about what I'm sorry, I can't even say this man. I'm so mad. Kyle Shanahan needs to learn from Sean Payton in the red zone.
I know, I read that.
Kyle Shanahan don't need to learn shit from nobody. This man's the best play caller in the league. He don't need to learn shit from him. All Kyle Shanahan needed was some more weapons on offense to execute in the red zone. He got them now. Yeah. So Grant Conehead, go on with that bullshit, man. You ain't got no life. You ain't got no life. You're not well known in the media world. You're only well known on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? You're not making money. You lying for $1. You ain't doing nothing, bro.
Hey, remember one thing about Grant, Will. Grant pissed Shanahan off, and I think Shanahan has been doing him cold, it's Grant's fault. Grant, have a little respect for him. This was 2 years ago when he questioned what Kyle was doing, and Kyle said, who is this? And they've been having problems ever since. And Grant been writing up a lot of dirt on him ever since, too. So if you didn't know that story, anybody that's know why Grant Cohn's always going after Shanahan, that's one of the reasons why. So, anyway. Will, I'll be looking for you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my fam, TNT. Shout out to my player partner, Dre, Trey, Jerry Fresh, Big Show. You know what it is, man. Fuck the Rams. Fuck the Rudy. They lost and they broke. Fuck Grant Conehead. Fuck the 49 beat writers. And fuck Adam Rank. And that's it.
Thanks, Will. You hit them all, too. Have a good night, bro. Oh God! And I already made a whole social. I put a post up. Look, man, don't take Adam Rank seriously. Adam Rank is a comedian first. Came over from Comedy Central. I'm serious. He is definitely a comedian. Look what he does for the NFL Network. He's out there providing comedy relief during the whole show. Local 49ers fam, can I get a birthday song? My birthday's today. You know you can. Happy 90th birthday to the local 49ers fan. Happy 90th birthday, L49F. Happy Niners birthday. birthday to the local 49ers fan. I believe local 49ers fan, isn't he a part of the J-Dub bunch? I do that in my family. Our time is coming. We just have to lay low and get ready to be able to say things. Told y'all, Jimmy, what I tell you? I told you back in May and June. Look at him. He's out there cutting up. He's out there starring. He's out there anchoring the cover 3. Jimmy, so I'm waiting for that time. All right. Anyway, Humberto Ortega. He says, what's up, Humberto? V. Golden. What's up? Katie 216. Good morning, Ronbo. Good morning, Katie. Break Davis. Yo, Ronbo, glad to see you back, bruh. Frisco, baby. I tell you, it's going to be fun this year. I'm telling you right now. And Stack Bundles. I can't read that stack. I mean, it's too nice. Anyway, but thanks, fam. Cody Cass, what's up? Oh, man. Hey, is that Lewis? Lewis!
Yo, Ronbo.
Lewis, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, man, I'm just sitting back here appreciating what we got, where we're going. You know what, Lewis, if ain't nobody else going to give us some credit and scared to say good things about the 49ers, I ain't going to wait, man. I'm looking at this team player for player versus other teams player for player, and I just don't see no big gap between the 49er roster and anybody else. And, Lewis, the edge we have is we got Shanahan. That schedule's going to be rough, but Lewis, I got to ask you one question before you get started. Do you think a team can get used to being on the road? Because the 49ers are on the road all day long, all year long. I have a feeling after about 3 or 4 weeks of being on the road all the time, I think they're going to adjust to that, and I don't think that's going to have an effect on them after a while. That's the biggest knock, the schedule.
Rumble, absolutely. Rumble, no, absolutely. I completely agree. Being on the road, and Chris Sims, I think everybody knows Chris Sims. I think he's a great friend to Kyle Shanahan. They're like best friends. And he's a realistic, and he even said he sees the Niners going 11-5, 10-6, winning those 50-50 games. But he said the 50-50 games they have to win is the ones that are on the road. If you can split with the road, let's say we go 7-1 at home, right? We face a good team at home, whoever may be Rams or Browns, right?
That's already 10.
You can at least.
Yeah.
Right, you can at least win 5 to 6 on the road. You're looking at almost an 11, or even 4. If you win 4 on the road and you split half on the road and you win 7 at home, you're looking at 11-5 season. So it's those little things that he's talking about. Like if you can go into somebody's house, you know what I'm saying, the 50-50 games. Or, the Tampa Bay, I think, is like 60-40 or 70-30 Niners.
Tampa
same
Bay,
thing with
ready?
the Bengals and the Redskins.
Yeah.
Right, no, like us, yeah, we were the favorites. But no, Romo, that's what I'm saying. Though we're going to Washington, we're going to the Redskins. You have to win those games. If you win those games, your record, improves because when you come back home, there's no doubt we can win at home, right? It's the ones that they go onto the road and they win at road. Like for instance, Seattle's been dominant because they have one of the best home records. They at least win all 8 games at home, right? They at least win 8 games at home, and they just have to steal 2 or whatever on the road. It's the same thing with the Niners. If we can dominate at home, go 7-1, or maybe 6-2, and then still 4 on the road or 2 on the road, 3 on the road. But again, it's those weak teams that I'm talking about, right? So it's the Bengals, the Washington Redskins, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's those games that we have to win. If we win those games, no one can tell us, I don't see the Niners having a decent season, right? So if you win those games, then that means you completely eliminate the 50-50 games. We win those games, we have a good record going in, to week 11 and 12. And again, it's momentum, right? Momentum plays a huge factor in any sport,
always,
whether baseball, football, basketball, right? So I see if we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers week 1, go to Cincinnati, beat the Bengals week 2, we already have momentum. We're feeling hot. We come in, open up against Pittsburgh. I don't see how we lose the Pittsburgh game. Yeah, I don't see how we lose the Pittsburgh game. We already have. It's our first game home, first game of the year. We got to win that. So you're looking almost at like a 3-0 start before the bye.
Wouldn't that be awesome? I love that. Start the season off 3-0 would just be only. Lewis, what really worry me though, because a lot of teams every year there are those teams that start off hot in the NFL, and they fizzle out in the second half.
Right.
So as we just keep an eye on
Panthers
that.
are one of those teams that
Yep.
they were like 9-3 or something, and they lost 4 straight. Like, it was crazy. But no, yeah. I feel like the same thing, but I think the difference was the Panthers had like a late bye week. We have an early bye week, so we can schedule for that Browns game. We can schedule. Yeah, we could get it out the way. We could schedule for the upcoming teams. Like, this is what we have to do. This is what we got to prepare for. It's I think I'm really happy. I mean, I feel like the schedule is in our favor as well as this season is in our favor. I mean,
you know what?
My prediction
they know the 49ers cannot play after the bye week. That's why they gave it to us early. I think the NFL, they won't say it, but I think they quietly want to put the 49ers in position to go ahead and get involved. You know? Because the Dallas Cowboys, the 49ers, the Steelers, all those perennial winners, they got to keep them in the mix.
Well, exactly. You already know, Ronbo. One of the all-time franchises, 49ers, because, every other team is like 3, 2, or 1, Super Bowls. We have 5, we're on a quest for 6, right? So it's, it all bounces back to, I think the NFL or, Roger Goodell, they ain't going to say it, but they really do want, Niners in prime time.
Yeah, they do.
And I think, this year's a big comeback game, a big comeback year for Jimmy G. Has to be, man. But like you said earlier too, earlier we have Kyle Shanahan, man. I'm telling you, Ronbo, these people are not doing their research on our coach, man. This guy is a genius. He's a boy genius, Jimmy Neutron type stuff. Like, I don't know if people know, but when he was the offensive coordinator for the Texans and he was offensive coordinator for the Falcons,
Cleveland Browns,
Julio Jones and Andre Johnson had their best career years. He got them paid, Ronbo. Don't let anybody lie to you. They had the best statistics. They averaged over 1,000 yards on 112 catches. Andre Johnson had 1,000 yards plus and 112 catches with, I think, 11 or 12 touchdowns. That was his best season, and he got paid after that.
That was Kyle.
I'm telling you, people are not doing the research. That's Kyle, man. It's his system. It's his scheme.
And
I think with those backs that we have, look at the Falcons. I mean, man, look at the Falcons, Ronbo.
After Kyle left.
Look at him now.
Struggling.
Well, I think Sarkisian, whoever the offense corner, that guy was always drunk half the time he was running the plays.
He was trying to run Kyle's playbook, but he doesn't know how to run it. It's like giving a dude a car that's too hot for him. He don't know how to go through the gears. He doesn't know how to hang in the curves. He can't go down a straight and pick people out. He can't drive the car.
Exactly.
See, I love it.
No, but Ronbo, I mean, absolutely, Ronbo. Like I said, I'm a huge diehard 49er fan, but I'm also a realist at the same time. But I do see us being like 11-5, 10-6. I don't see how we can't with the schedule we have. Listen, with the away games that we have, we should win those away games, Ronbo. Are you like there's the NFL, like you said, they want the Niners to be a primetime team again. Well, why wouldn't they? It says it all on the schedule. Why wouldn't they? Well, damn, look, you literally got Bengals and Tampa Bay weeks 1 and 2. Then you got to go play Redskins. Like, come on, they're home.
Those are road games. Don't you see the same thing I saw? You saw road games that are very
it's the easy road games.
Very winnable.
And you have to win those games. Those are very winnable games, Ronbo. So I think at this point it's just put up or shut up. You know what I mean? And I think it's time. It's it's now or never. And back to Nate the Hate Burleson and all those trash analysts, man, they get paid to talk out. You know what I'm saying? They get paid to talk out their rear end. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Nate's been hating since day one. I remember a couple weeks he said some good things, but he flops. He doesn't know what side of the fence he's on. Peter Schweiger does our state of the franchise, so he hypes us up, and then sometimes when it gets too real, then he backs off a little bit. But
he's getting mail.
Anything they say, they don't know what they're talking about.
We don't see the nasty notes he's getting from Hawks fans and Cowboy fans, everybody else.
Right.
I mean, get off the 49ers nuts, man. What are you supposed to be? And we see the same shots at Nate. See that? So I know he's hearing it. So he tries to probably relax a little bit. I understand it. So
right, Ronbo. But Ronbo, just be pumped, Ronbo. This is our season. I think this is our year, Ronbo. Like I've never been more confident than I've ever had. With all the acquisitions we made, I think the time is here and the time is now. And yes, we have arrived.
Yeah. All right, Lewis. Good stuff, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
I'm gonna look for you tomorrow.
Take it easy, man.
You too.
Heck yeah, hell yeah, I'm calling it that. I'm pumped, Ronbo. Let's go.
Let's see that.
90s, baby. Let's go. All right, Ronbo. Take it easy, brother.
Thank you, fam. Good night. There's Lewis. Well, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Cody McHenry, what's up, fam? Appreciate them contributions, too. Thanks, Cody. And Cody says, Marquise Goodwin wins. Uh-oh. Hey, 40 yards of gold. I was looking for the results. I couldn't find any. Marquise Goodwin wins the 40 yards of gold. You talking about? I knew it. So you know what? That means. Cody, shout out to Marquise Goodwin for winning the 40 yards of gold on PPV tonight. Won $1 million and gold chain and medal, go Niners. And as Mr. Who started this in the first place, he got to pay $10,000. Marquise probably something to just pay that to my favorite charity. But next time you get ready to call somebody out, you better say, I could beat anybody out here for $10,000. I'll put it up right now. Except you, Marquise, man. Come on, Marquise, man. I'm even talking to you. Ted Ginn. Hey, somebody, if you got the placement of who won and what order and who won first, second, or third, please post it up. Because Ted Ginn Jr., boy, run around into, Ted. Okay, Andre Smith, what's up, fam? Kim Boutro, what's up, fam? Empire Strikes Back, what's up? Empire Strikes Back 49ers, hey, Empire fam! Perry E. Howard, we have to do good this year. Yeah, we do, Perry, because, what people don't understand is also 49ers are tired of getting their butt handed to them for the last 2-3 years, too. So don't think they ain't pumped up beyond what we are, right? And Jerry Fresh, Jay! Haters gonna hate. I know, man. Let them do it, because it just sets up for the party later. Leon, come on in, Leon.
What's up, Ronbo? I had to call back in, man. It's been a minute.
I'm glad to hear from you, Leon, man, because tonight, man, I'm telling you, man, if people keep running around and trying to tell me I need to pump the brakes, I ain't pumping no brakes, man. You know what? I've been last few weeks, I've been carefully looking at other teams. I'm saying, I don't understand it. I don't see it, man. Them teams ain't better than the 49ers. They just ain't. So don't tell me it's time to pump no brakes. 49ers going to compete this year, and they're going to compete big time. But, Leon, what do you think, man? Give me some expectations. How do you feel about Jimmy G's future? Is he a flash in the pan? Is he being overrated? What's up with that?
All right. First, let me go with my expectations. Today, it's funny that your show is about expectations. My dad texted me today. He said he has a couple of phrases he wanted me to run by you. Last year was 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. But this year he's saying 14-2, we ain't through, and 12-4 and looking for more. So
like it.
Those are my expectations, Ronbo. And it's big. And let me tell you how big my expectations were. Today's Saturday. Thursday, I went ahead and I bought 2 tickets on between the 20 and the 30-yard line for the last home game of the season against the Rams. So I'll be there at Levi's, and we're going to kick the Rams' butt on December 22nd. So that's how big my expectations are.
Last home game against the Rams. Yeah, see, because, I'm telling you right now, Leon, man, people keep trying to tell me the Rams are still going to be considered the West favorite. Well, who's favorite? What? Who's favorite? Please say, outside of L.A.,
Ronbo.
whose favorite are they? Oh, all right.
Come on, Robert. I listen to Keyshawn Johnson's show every morning on my way to work, and he even had to admit on Friday, he said the Rams aren't going to win 13 games this season.
Everybody agrees on that, though. I noticed that.
Yeah, he said they'll probably win 10 or 11 games. He said most teams do not have back-to-back seasons of 13 wins. He said it's too hard in the NFL.
Even we didn't do it.
He doesn't give the 49ers no love. He gives us no love. So for him to say that is big. So, my expectations are great, Ronbo. I can't wait to that final home game, because I'll be there. My dad's going to fly out. And, we going to that game, man. We sitting, the tickets weren't cheap. But I knew I couldn't wait too long before they go up even more.
It's gonna be a good time. You gonna love it. I'm telling you, fam. Because like I say, they gonna have something for Mr. Golf. As soon as he sits back there and tries to go play action, he gonna beat his butt. Because now we got guys who can go get that boy, get him quick too. I mean, G4's got to be chomping at the bit. Let's go. And I'm gonna try to race my boy Nick Bosa on the other side. He ain't beating me to the quarterback this time. See, got 2 maniacs coming at a quarterback like that. And Buckner
Man,
coming up the middle. Ain't no place to run, quarterback.
no, they're in trouble. And to answer your question that you asked me about Jimmy G, man, he's not a flash in the pan. I don't know what's wrong with everybody. Like, you might as well just scratch last season because of the injury. Like, how are you going to – you saw what he did at the end of 2017, 5 straight wins. So
and you saw how he did
that
it.
should be the – right. So that should be the last place that you remember him at. Like, don't sit there and say, oh, he's not – because he got hurt week 3. So let's scratch last season. Last season don't even count. So we started from, the season before last to now. He's not a flash. He'll be fine. People still fail to realize he comes out of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick school. He'll be fine. The problem is they feel it coming, Ronbo. Like, we always talk on here about the injury years and this happened and that happened. But if we really be honest with ourselves, we've been struggling since Bowman's knee injury. We lost in the Super Bowl.
Amen.
So, we've had some years of struggle and trying to get back on track, man. And the NFL sees it. And I feel like every NFL team, if they're honest with themselves, all these analysts, they're upset because we created the modern NFL with the West Coast offense. Even though they don't want to admit it.
I know.
We are the modern NFL. That's it. We are the NFL, so they can hate all they want. But the quest for 6 hasn't stopped. We're going to get 6, and we might get 2 more after that. So we're going to be all right, Ronbo.
Hey, and Lewis, Leon, you know what? You hit it right on the head because here's the thing. The way they're building that model now, the 49ers, they're going to establish a nucleus, which pretty much is almost done. And then they'll go the Belichick route because the Patriots model has been accurately, that's a good model. What you do now is when people start hollering and screaming, except for selected people, about they need to get paid, then you say, well, go ahead and get paid, but you can't get paid here. We can replace you now. So, we're offering this, and if you can't take that, then say goodnight. Because after a while, now it's going to be just plug in players that fit the system and go. But they first got to establish the system, and I think that's going to start happening right now.
Oh, I believe it, Ron, but we're going to be fine, man. I think we finally about to turn this corner. It will be all right, man. Everybody just needs to calm down and, just enjoy it, man, because I think we're finally about to see something. I think we had bits and pieces during hardball, but we didn't really, if we be honest with ourselves, we didn't have the quarterback. Kaepernick was okay, but we didn't, so we'll be all right.
And the secondary was questionable. But the defensive line with Harbaugh was just straight nails. But now you've got a defensive line that may very well be able to compete with that defensive line of Harbaugh and Fangio's. And now you have a secondary that actually has skills, real skills. That's a deadly combination. I don't care who you put at safety. I got Verrett and Sherman. And as much as people like to talk about it, Keller Witherspoon, I got faith in him. He's looking a lot different than he did last year already. I like the secondary. And you got Tavares Moore. Let's see what he looks like.
I feel like let's do this. Okay, let's talk secondary. Sherman we know is going to start, right?
Absolutely.
So who's going to be opposite Sherman? I say if Verrett is healthy, he'll probably be opposite Sherman.
No doubt.
On the other. Okay, and then so then Keller will come in and sub for either one of them. So those are our corners. Then you talk about safeties, Tavares Moore, he'll start. And then, I know you love J-Dub, so I say, why don't you just bring him off the bench? Let him sub for Tavares Moore.
He's got, you know what? J-Dub can get beat out. Now, I don't know what Tavares Moore has to offer. And J-Dub's got to get through not only Moore, but he's got to get past who I think may be the dark horse favorite. But I just don't like to say it. But look out for AC. The dude, he seems to play to the next level.
I forgot all about him.
Well, everybody did. But he seems to play to another level when he's doubted. When he came in for us in 2017, who knew that AC existed? I was shocked.
Yeah.
He got too confident. He got cocky. He started, telling all the girls, I'm Adrian Colbert. Oh, I want to go out with you. See, I think he started reading his old press. AC can play better than what we've seen last year. I look for that to show up this year in camp, too. We'll see. So.
Oh, definitely. Oh, and the other kid, the kid that was the undrafted free agent from South Carolina, what's his name? What is that kid? from South Carolina. You think he's from South Carolina? One of those schools. I
Wait,
forget.
what position?
Number 30, cornerback.
Oh, we just talked about him like crazy. Alex Brown.
Yes, Alex Brown. So that's another one, Ronbo.
See? And guess who else wants to come back to play cornerback? Because he doesn't like to play safety. DJ Quick Instincts and Reflexes Reed. I'm telling you right now, man, I can't wait till camp. We're going to see a war every single day. Yeah, we got to go.
Oh, yeah, we're ready, Ronbo. I mean, it's just like, see, that's what happens when you start naming off the players. You say, oh, wait a minute, we forgot about this guy. Oh, wait a minute, we forgot about that guy. So, yeah, when you start looking at the depth that we have in the secondary and the skill level,
I'm telling you,
come on, man.
People are making AC mad. I'm telling y'all, boy, I can't wait to see what happens here. All right. Hey, Leon, let me see tomorrow, fam.
All right, Ronbo, man. It's good talking to you as always, man. And like I said before, Niners since I was a minor was a nation to an empire. I'll holler at you tomorrow, Ronbo.
I like that. Niners since you was a minor. Have a good night, fam.
Good night, bro.
Oh, man. You think I'm playing, huh? Keep an eye on AC. Roger Villaneda said, hey, what's up, Ronbo? It's my birthday today. Can you please do the Niners B-Day song for Roger? Happy Niner birthday, Roger. Happy Niner birthday, Roger. Happy Niner! Roger! Good happy birthday too, Roger. Coming right at the end of June and stuff, man. Good job with you. And also, I got to tell you, Roger, I think we're under the same sign of Zodiac because I think Cancer has already started. Guess whose birthday it is? July 1st. Yours truly. That's right. Oh, I think is it Monday Night Raw? I believe it is. I can just see Trey now. Ronbo, let me holler at you, man. And then Trey breaks out singing. Can you imagine? V. Golden. They want to see Jimmy play a full season. Now, I understand that, V. And I have respect for that. I don't have respect for some of the evaluations from what he's already done. And calling it hype and calling it that anybody could have done it and teams weren't trying. If anybody's ever played football, ain't no time as soon as you put them on. Football's a very spirited game. Don't nobody be out there bush. They don't. Melee! See what he did with the name there? I like that. M-A-Y-L-A-Y. Melee. What up, Ronbo? Haters gonna hate, that's for sure. I know. They gonna quit. They gonna have to stop hating pretty soon. Daniel Andre, if healthy, 12-4 is the floor. 14-2 is the ceiling. I'm not buying this 8-8, 9-7, 10-6 PS. If we're really out there, Jimmy G gets to week 8 with a 7. Oh, well, now see, that's a whole other 7-1 in week 8. You know where the 49ers is going then. Then it will become I'm talking to everybody on that offense, everybody, period, even offense and defense, will have become very articulate in what they're doing as far as running plays and schemes. That means they know exactly what they're doing. Look out, NFL, when the 49ers get to that level. 7-1, 6-2 record. Jimmy's taking it to the house, to the next level. Dre, come on in here, Dre.
Man.
And give up your expectations and the hate on Jimmy G. Address all of that.
Man, I was watching ESPN, and I forgot this bum's name. I don't even know who this fucking guy is. But
they got plenty of
he was like, Jimmy Garoppolo, like, we don't even know who this guy is. Like, I was like, bro, god damn, like, bro, what is going on with y'all, man? Like, I don't understand what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, what I do know is if it was somebody like Michael Strahan, Uncle Shay Sharp, You know what I'm saying? Proven
listen.
veterans who are fucking Hall of Famers who have won multiple Super Bowls. Then I would actually listen to it, and I would have to respect it, even though I don't like it. But most of these guys, like I said, you know, in the chat room, when some of these cats be talking smack about NFL players, man, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is seniors who played JV in the 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? So I really
They
don't
just wanted to
respect
play.
what you say. Yeah, bro, you just wanted to play, and you was mad because we was getting all of the females, and you was having to watch in the stances while we was balling, bro. So, you know, I really try not to pay none of that shit no attention, but I just don't understand it, you know? If you see a team that has kept the same core guys together for 3 years, and they have added pieces, very valuable pieces, where they needed those pieces to be placed at, and you have a coach like Kyle Shanahan, you have a defensive coordinator like Robert Saleh, and then not only that, though, bro, but I have to say this, we are a very classy organization, bro. We are a fucking classy organization, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see where the disrespect comes from. You know, you got Roethlisberger, you know what I'm saying? This dude been accused of rape 3 motherfucking times. You know what I'm saying?
Really? I didn't know it was that many. Jeez.
Yeah, it was 3 times. Once in college and twice in the pros, where the offensive lineman, he went to the bathroom, locked the girl in the bathroom, and his offensive lineman stood in front of the bathroom door so nobody could get in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but we get all of the hate though. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You got Russell the Chump Wilson in bed with Sierra. Hey Sierra. Go Hawks. Man, you got some cornball motherfuckers out here, bro. And like we are real classy guys who come, you know, it's showing that we have guys who just want to come to work, you know what I'm saying, and put in the work it takes to get better, you know, and get out on the field and prove it. You know what I mean? So
Dre, though, you did leave out one episode though. But Jimmy has learned, don't be going out with no 40 triple DE cup women and knowing what they do for a living and getting caught by TMZ. He's been good since then. You know?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, though, who a man or a woman has sex with is not none of our fucking business, bro.
That's true.
It's not none of my business, and I don't give a damn. It's not none of my business, bro. Keep it on the field, man.
That's it.
It don't matter
true.
if that woman's a porn star. That porn star might make more money than these motherfuckers who reporting the bullshit.
Oh, you know
that woman make money, and that's a profession. Yeah, so what is all of this talk about?
But we talk about keeping it clean. You know, the thing is, Ben Roethlisberger has got dudes out running scout out in front while he's in there carrying on with a girl in the bathroom. That is low class.
Yeah, man, come on, bro. Settle out of court. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't want to talk about that, but y'all want to talk about us? Man, I don't want to hear that shit. And as far as the ACL industry, I got a story for y'all. Y'all can look up the interview if y'all want to. It was Aaron Rodgers, and he was talking about when he tore his ACL in 2016 and came back. And he actually played a few games, you know what I'm saying, with the torn ACL. And he said the beautiful thing about it is when I got drafted, I ran a 4.69, basically a 4.7. That man got that new ACL in his knee, and that man came back, and when they was training, he ran a 40 and he ran a 4.5. So, you know, technology, and that's a true story. He said it out of his mouth himself. I'm not just saying that. Aaron Rodgers himself said it. He said ever since the surgery, it's been better because they grafted the new ACL. Yeah, man, they graft the new ACL and basically put it in your knee. You know what I'm saying? So it's good as gold. You know what I mean? So I'm not really too much worried with what people have to say, y'all. We just got to focus on what we doing, you know what I'm saying, in-house. You know, the naysayers are going to be the naysayers. And I've been taking it all season because, you know, I'm a Niners and a Lakers fan. But, you know what I'm saying, AD here now, you know, and Kawhi possibly coming to motherfuckers, you know, the tide is turning. You know, they starting to speak some positivity. So, you know, hey, man, these sports beats writers and all of these commentators, man, you know what I'm saying, they followers, bro. They're gonna go with the grain. A lot of them ain't gonna go against the grain, and the ones who go against the grain, you know what I'm saying, they kind of in a shell. That's why I fuck with Shannon Sharp, because he keep a will and he don't give a damn with what nobody got to say. He gonna go against the grain every single time. You know what I mean? So let's not even pay none of them attention. Let's keep on building on what we got going on, and when the rubber hits the road, bro, we're gonna be good. It ain't gonna be none of that 7-9, 8-8. I'm telling y'all, it's 10-6 or 11-5. And I see us only losing one game in the NFC West. And I think that we will split a game. We will split a game with the Seahawks. You know, I don't see us losing 2 times. I don't see us even losing once to the Rams. There is going to be no play action. The defensive line isn't going to be as dominant. It doesn't matter anyways because every time we play Aaron Donald, do you know Aaron Donald has not sacked us in the last 2 years, Ronbo?
I thought he got us
He ain't
last
sacked
year.
us in 2 years.
I think he got us once.
I don't remember him
He got us
once in 2 years with Aaron Donald. That's damn good when you play him four times in 2 years.
Yeah, because that out throwing kisses to the audience and everything after he gives them sacks, man.
And then in 2017, the motherfucker wanted to fight.
I know.
He was getting shut down so bad he wanted to fight. And in 2016, he wanted to fight.
Wait. What year was that when Tom Sula took over? Wasn't that 15?
That was I think that was 6. Was that 16 or 15?
I think it was 15, and that's when Aaron Donald was throwing his helmet down in the dirt and getting all mad because he got hammered.
Yeah. That's when
he got handled that night.
We actually beat. Yeah, I think that's when we actually beat him. I think that's
but we
when
did.
we
Shut
actually
them
beat
out.
him.
Shut them out.
Yeah.
They didn't get 8 points.
Yeah. So you know, like I said, you know, when you have a quarterback who needs to take, you know, signal from his head coach as far as who to throw to and what route to look for in the headset, I'm just not confident in that, bro.
Yeah,
I will never be. This is the NFL. This is not Pee Wee Pop Warner. They don't even do that shit in high school. You ain't gotta, you know. So I'm not too much worried about the Rams either. You know what I'm saying? If anything, the only teams that I see that will possibly beat us is of course the Hawks because they're going to know how to scheme with us and they get Big Beasley back and all of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a pretty tough game for us. I see us edging out the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate Baker Mayfield.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun game.
I know the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to be a pretty tough game. You know what I'm saying? You know that's going to be a close game. You know what I'm saying? With rapist Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
And hold on.
and don't forget about the Saints. I really wish I knew what the Saints would look like this year,
the Saints and the Saints inside. You know the Saints gonna come back with a vengeance, man, because we all know they got robbed. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a close game. You know what I'm saying?
Be rough.
Playing in Carolina, it's always tough in Carolina. You know what I mean?
Have to come to us
it's always
this year?
tough.
Dang.
Hold on, let me see. Carolina Panthers.
Anyway, it'll be a game just because they got a good run game now because McCaffrey ain't no joke. But, fam, I tell you what, let's continue this tomorrow, Dre. And,
and when we have to go to Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, that cold weather is a mug out there, and this is going to be deep into the season. You know, but otherwise in those games, I see us edging it out. You know what I mean? Man, shout out to the TNT fam, man. Shout out to my player partner, Will, you know, Big Show, Trey Trash, Jerry Fresh, Bob Money, Horatio Flores, Nighthawk, you know what I'm saying, Nighthawk fan club. I mean, everybody out there. Man, y'all don't listen to what these cats gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't got good publicity since 2012, 2013, man. The hate started in 2014 when we had internal struggles between, you know, what was the old general manager and Harbaugh, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is nothing new, y'all. This is nothing new. Don't pay no attention to it.
Dre, you know what? Go ahead and run a little bit more on that schedule. I need to take a quick second here, and I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All
right, bro. All right, bro. For sure. Hold on. You said you wanted me to run some more. You want me to look at the schedule again?
Hey, Dre. No, I meant Dre. I meant you could continue. You could continue rapping. It's okay. Hey, Demetrius. D. We at D. D. All right. Let me go back to Jerry Fresh. Jerry Fresh wants to say shout out to everyone in the chat that has subscribed and shown me love, and I'll see you, Jerry. Man, I do it, man, because Jerry Fresh be doing what we talk about. Antonio Rosetta says Jared Goff is the worst quarterback in the NFC West. You know, actually, that could come into statistical fruition this year. Well, let's see what happens, because I know Jimmy can beat him. And you already know Russell Wilson can beat him as far as stats go and out the pocket and that type of thing. Can Kyler Murray beat him? See, it's almost time for Jared to get paid. Now, if he don't come up with some wins this year and show that he can deal with the adjustments in the NFC or the NFL has made against him, he kept talking about, I'm going to need a baseline. I mean, I'm going to have to have at least $41 million a year. I mean, Dak Prescott just got paid the $40 million. I think I'm a better quarterback than he is, and I deserve to get the league standard. Jared, let me explain something to you. Hey, Russo!
What's up, Ronbo?
Russo, man, tonight, man, we're looking at expectations as we have too many children of high expectation all over our roster now. And some of them have matured to the point now where you can stop babying them and calling them rookies and they're not ready yet. Because 49ers may have one of the best mixes of maturity and youngsters, because the fact is the maturity is not that old. We're talking about maturity at 25 and 26. And we got youngsters coming in we know nothing about, like Deebo Samuel. Is Deebo going to come in and show us some Pierre Garcon? Marquise Goodwin just got through beating an entire field of people. He's lost no speed, Russo. I look up and down this lineup on the defense, and I just get all excited. I say to myself, look at that defense. Who cares about the offense? Look at that defense. Russo, I'm sorry. I haven't had any coffee or anything. I don't know what's going on. Okay, Russo, I'm sorry.
You haven't had any coffee or too much coffee?
I know. No, expectations. And what about the picking on Jimmy G just because they've not seen him play in a while? God.
I mean, the guy tore his ACL, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's injury prone." Like,
he's done.
It happens. Like, that doesn't make you injury prone. It's not like he's constantly missing games, and you know. You could all you could say is let's just worry about what he's done for us and all the money that he's been paid, he's earned. I mean, I think he's earned what he's gotten to this point, and then the remaining of the contract we'll see what he lives up to. But I mean, he came in and won 4 games, and then even if you give him a loss, or you won 5 games, right? At the end of the season that he came in with us. Mm-hmm. Was it a 4 or 5?
It was 5.
I think he won.
He won a 5.
Okay,
he closed out the season, ran the board. And people said, watch him run the board. I said, I don't know about all that. Yeah, he did. Oh, my God.
Right, so he won 5 games, and if you give him the loss versus the Chiefs, he was 1-2, so he's 6-2 for San Fran, which is, I mean, if we win 6 out of every 8 games, we're going to be unstoppable. So I think he's doing fine, and he's just kind of, he's the Tom Brady protege, and he's a pretty boy, and he got the big contract, and I think. That comes with the territory. If you don't exceed, everyone's expectations, they kind of try to take shots at you, and like maybe it is deserved, but I don't think he's done anything wrong. I think he's gonna be healthy, and he's gonna come back, and he's gonna prove why he got paid what he got paid. Mm-hmm. That's what I actually think.
And may end up looking like a bargain, because what if he goes crazy next year and does a really good job? And for all those who said, we've not had a big enough sample size, was he really worth that contract? Did the 49ers jump to conclusions too quickly? Is Mike Florio right? Could the 49ers get out of this contract and trade him to the Minnesota Vikings for Kirk Cousins? I mean, all these things that are being said, Russo, it's nasty. God, stop.
But the thing is we can easily get out of the contract after this year, and it's not going to cost us any cap money going forward. It's just going to be 4.2. Paid the guy some money. It didn't work out. All right, let's go to Plan B. We'll figure it out. Like, I think everyone just needs to kind of chill out. But also, like, all this noise is coming from 49er haters. It's not coming from people who are speaking facts on football. Like, I know some Niner fans that might not like him, but there's some Niner fans that just don't like anybody. Like, there was Niner fans that hated Kaepernick, and Kaepernick was a good player. Like, he got us to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Like,
they're my
you know what I mean? Like,
favorites. Just hating them.
even aside, not like all the kneeling aside, like there was people who just didn't like Kaepernick, the football player, when he was doing good. They just like he throws he's not accurate. All he wants to do is run. But like, you know, like sometimes you just need to like
even beyond
Kaepernick,
and see what happens. They go right down the roster. I mean, 49er fans claim, and Russo, when they see them coming, I'm a 49er fan. The first thing he says, I'm a 49er fan, but blah, blah, blah sucks, and this sucks, and this.
Right.
You don't need to tell everybody you're a 49er fan. Your logo says you're a 49er fan, but still, you're hating. That's okay, but don't come in saying things like I'm a 49er fan, because then I have to question it. Because they got some guys out there.
That's like waving the flag.
Accounts.
Like I'm not. That means I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, you just want permission to talk. And you figure, do you inflamed as much if you got a 49er logo? Some guys pointed that out. I didn't even realize people do that, but some guys on Instagram pointed that out. That dude's not really a 49er fan. What do they call those accounts? Because you go over, you click the name, and the guy's got one post.
Right.
How long you been a 49er fan,
account.
dog?
It's the Kevin Durant burner account.
Burner accounts. That's what they call them. Yeah. I said, man, you guys got to be kidding me, man. You waste your time.
But I
doing
mean,
that.
as far as this year, I think I expect the Niners to make the playoffs, even if it's like the 6th seed of the wild card. I actually think they have a really good chance to win the division. Todd Gurley, his knee's all jacked up. You never know; he might not be the same. They drafted a running back high, so that at least says they're worried. Like we'll see how he looks. Cooper Kupp tore his ACL. He's going to be missing some games, or he's going to have to get back into So like they lost. Those were two of their best players on offense.
Yeah.
Like Cooper Kupp was Mr. Third Down. Todd Gurley scored half their touchdowns, and
he was a catalyst for that offense. Period. I mean,
yeah,
Goff doesn't do well outside of play action, and without Gurley, what is he going to do? And they don't even have what's his name from last year?
McVay will figure it out. I'm not the guy who's like, oh, the Rams are going to be worse, the Seahawks are going to be worse, the Cardinals suck, that's why we're going to be good. I think we're going to be good because the Niners got better. Like, I think we have a really good team. And I think the Rams are going to be good. I think the Seahawks should be okay. And the Cardinals, they're hit the reset button, but they'll probably be exciting to watch, and they'll probably play stuff. They beat us 12 games last year, so we need to fix that.
God!
Yeah, so
the worst quarterback.
I'm not trying to be salty about anything or make it seem talking like I'm a Niners fan. So, but I think the Niners are going to be good because the Niners are going to be good. I'm not really worried about anybody else. And honestly, I think the best thing for us is that we're not getting hyped up because last year everyone was all over the Niners. They were like the pick of the team worst to first. Now this year everyone's just kind of like, I don't know. The Niners they're overrated. Nick Bosa's overrated.
That's kind of a good thing to hear from them, actually.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
You're right.
Now everybody's all over the Browns. You know what I mean? We got a Browns chirper in the chat room.
Baker Mayfield. I can't wait to play Baker.
Good. Let them have all that. They can have all that.
They
can have all that attention. Put them on the spotlight. Let the Niners stay under the radar. I mean, the Rams made the Super Bowl. Cool. They should be the. I mean, on paper, they probably should be the favorite to win the division, but
Russo,
they're not winning 13 games.
But the thing is, when you say on paper, explain that to me. On paper, that's what I'm looking at. Even before we play these games, I'm looking at on paper, and I'm saying you take away the catalyst of the offense because Gurley, they're going to redistribute the offensive load this year.
On paper means if you look at all these names and you put them down on paper and they're all healthy, who has the best roster? There's always people get injured or people regress or people progress. Like you can't on paper. It doesn't mean what will happen. It just means at first glance,
how it looks.
Todd Gurley's name is there on paper, so on paper he's the best running back in football.
Well,
but we got to see if he's actually healthy.
If that arthritis is going to affect him, and they could give him some kind of opioids or something. And Todd, your career depends on. We paid you a lot of money. So we're going to give you this and that.
Comes back to form. I think the Niners are. I mean, they fairly lost a lot of games last year with backups across the board. The whole defense was hurt. I mean, the line was hurt. The quarterback was hurt. The running back was hurt.
And we were hurt as fans watching.
Yeah.
I was particularly hurt.
This is the first year that I didn't watch all 16 games.
Really?
And
You missed one or
yeah,
two? Yeah. Because
no,
you knew
I
they're
think I
going to
missed
lose,
like
right?
4. I
You
missed
missed
like
4.
4 games where I was like there was something to do, or I was like, I was working nights this last year, so like any of the
Get
early
some
games,
rest.
like I'm not going to wake up to watch the Niners lose by 30. You know what I mean? And then like I wake up and look at the scoreboard, like, damn, they lost by 4. Like, holy shit,
Yeah.
they
Well,
almost won. You know what I mean? Like,
it was stressful watching those close losses too, because you still saw a way they could have won, and you had to sit there and endure going as a bell rings, and Shannon's walking off the field with the most disgusted look on his face because he knows
I know.
if you guys would do like I tell you, we wouldn't be walking off here with another L. You can tell, but that
yeah.
is within time. See, because Shannon's got that kind of mind. You're not going to stop him from scoring once these guys get the plan. I got a feeling that's now.
And it's kind of messed up to say, but like at some point when things just get that far out of hand, it's like you almost want them to lose. Like you don't want to say it, but it's like we got Nick Bosa out of it. So
Yeah, I know,
if we would
right?
have won 3 more of those games, you know, we would have ended up with Devin Bush or something like that. Like
Which
good
isn't
player,
bad,
but
actually.
he's not going to be Nick Bosa.
That's true, but you know what's so funny? Because it's supposed to be between Devin Bush and Nick Bosa, who wins Rookie of the Year. These are early favorites.
But
We'll
see,
see.
that would have changed everything with the offseason, because if we know that we're not getting Bosa or Williams, now all of a sudden maybe we don't sign Quan Alexander and
I
we
know,
put
right?
money into Earl Thomas, or like it just changes everything. You know what I mean?
Everything
It's
fits
the whole butterfly
together.
effect.
I agree. You know,
Yeah.
this happens for this reason, this happens for this reason, and this happens for this reason. So, and we got
They
Jimmy
knew what was up
Garoppolo
going
for
into it.
strange reasons when you think about it. So, yeah.
But my prediction, I have the Niners winning 11 games.
Yeah.
I have the Niners winning 11 games.
10 is a floor, and 11 is nice. 12 is ridiculous. 13, oh my God.
8 and 8 is like, no, 8 and 8 is our
No.
floor. Like it can happen. It can happen.
I don't
But
want 8 and
the
8,
Niners
though.
are,
I don't want 8
that's
and
like
8.
worst case, and that would suck, trust me. But
Yeah.
the Niners are not having a losing record this year, I promise. You could
I
book
don't
that.
see that.
So
Here you
I think that the Niners win over is 8, I think exactly, I'm betting the over. I feel like I'm free rolling.
There you go. Russo, we're going to go, fam. I appreciate good stuff, Russo. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
huh?
bro.
All right.
All right, have a good night. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, and it's PQ of the Panama Queen. What's up, PQ? Roderick Foster. And I'm going to show some love to the 318. 32318. Yes. And Mr. Hardy says, thanks, Mr. Hardy. I'm shy about reading those guys. Lawrence, we should go to the playoffs. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. I find something. There's that Airwood, you know. Boom Gomez. Hey, what's up, fam? All the way from Hawaii. Hey, maybe it's Gomes. Boom Gomes. What a great name. Boom Gomes. From Hawaii. What's happening, brother? Hang loose. Also, Daniel Andre said, one thing we must do better, running the ball in the red zone. It's block with 8 O-linemen in a deep zone. No more blocking with 7 when the safeties are so close. You know, this is why I do still wish we had a hammer. If one thing I do like about Jeffrey Wilson, Wilson doesn't care who's standing up there. He's coming in. That boy hits hard when he hits that line. Hey, Demetrius.
Ronbo.
D, man, I'm just sitting here getting all excited about the expectations this year. My expectation is I've already laid my floor down a long time ago, so you know what I'm thinking about. 10 wins is the only thing acceptable this year. And also about Jimmy G. We've not seen a big enough body of work from him to make any conclusions yet. And he might be overpaid, and the 49ers may have made a huge mistake. I think that if he was a huge mistake, it would have revealed itself in that 5-game streak. Now, that 5-game streak wasn't perfect, but it was far from questionable. Obviously, he has talent. He's with the right quarterback to take his talents to the next level. So people can sit around and talk about how he sucks and how the 49ers can get out of his contract this year and all that stuff as if he were a bad quarterback. Demetrius, I just don't see it. What are your feelings on all this? And your expectations?
Man, I think it's all crazy. I think it's just all they just rambling. They ain't got nothing to write about. Like I keep saying, Ronbo, man. Like they have nothing to write about.
Ain't that the
They
gospel
was
truth?
on the Jimmy G train those first 5 games
Right.
when he first got there. He got a lot of people jobs. Now they all out of a job. They need something to write about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now they just fishing. They just fishing right now. You know what I mean? But it ain't nothing. Kyle Shanahan know Jimmy G's potential, man, and what he can do. I know we know what he can do. We seen it. So, like I said, ain't nothing you can do, man. When a horrific, injury happened like that, that
Yeah.
was out of his hands.
Well,
I mean,
he could have just
God
ran out of
forbid,
bounds.
he
I
could
mean,
have
they would
kind
have.
of. You took the words right out of my
Yeah.
mouth, Ronbo. I was going to say he could have kind of avoided it, but
Demetrius, you
shit
know what
happened
though?
for a
Just
reason.
Demetrius, here's the thing though. People need to realize, just like it says, he's only played 10 games in his entire career. There are little things, unfortunately, we're going to have to see him experience. Running out of bounds,
Yes,
he'll
sir.
never do that again. He'll take his little butt out now. And some other things
Sure
he's doing,
will.
if the receiver's running the wrong route, don't shoot it anyway. I understand it's a timing route, and the jerk who ran the route is supposed to be there. But know your receivers. If he's not to be trusted, wait until he is. It's just some of the things he's got to learn and work those eyes and kick because he's good at working that sideline. Come on, let's go, guys. You guys. I know you can. You've got a guy, and I know you can beat. All right, I'm going to put that ball right here, and you be right there. And he
Yes,
knows how to
sir.
pump up his troops, though. So he's got
Man, that's a
all of it.
fact. That's a fact. And I think not for nothing like that, the injury, like I think the last caller just said though, like shit happened in hindsight though too. You think about it, that time off gave him more time to put his head into the playbook also,
Yeah.
instead of being out there making those mistakes.
Yep.
So now he probably looking at all the tape under his 49er, 10-year or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Since he been there. So that just
Yeah.
gave him more time to correct his shit. So
Been talking to
this
Kyle's
year he
dad.
gonna be on his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jimmy G gonna be on top of his A game.
I can see
Like
that.
real talk, man.
And he's got how
I
many
mean,
guys
like
that
he
he's
gonna
really
be
used
on
of?
point.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, he's got how many guys he's used of right now? Because if nothing else, he's got Keith. Because Keith is
He
knows
got
him well.
Keys.
He's got he's got
Kittle, of course.
Kittle, of
He got
course.
Juice.
He's
Yeah, you
got
know what I'm
Juice.
saying. He got Juice. He got who else?
Trent
KB.
Taylor.
He got
He knows him and Trent
Trent
Taylor got a
Taylor.
chemistry. And see, that's,
Yes,
Demetrius,
sir.
a lot of people don't like Trent Taylor, but I got to tell them, Kyle is going to look at the chemistry between Jimmy and receivers. Now, if Trent continues to look like he did in 2017, all of a sudden, he ain't going nowhere. I do want to see
Nah, he
Jordan
ain't going
Matthews on
nowhere,
this team,
man.
and I do definitely want to see my boy Kendrick for biased reasons, preferential reasons, but maybe not good sense
Yes,
reasons.
sir.
But I mean,
I think they're gonna keep the core intact. You know what I'm saying? They have to. Like KB part of that, man. Like he's a
right?
part of that.
That's what I'm talking
Like you know what
about.
I'm saying?
They've worked too
He's a
hard to
part of
get
that.
together.
So
Yes.
real. And I think, like I said, I just think like the Jordan Matthews and all of that. That's just to push KB. You know what I mean? Like that's just to
Could
push him.
be.
Like look, you got this job, but one hiccup, nigga, you gone. And like, you know what I mean? So like, happen. But I just think that's more depth. God forbid he gets injured. They got Jordan Matthews step in, vice versa. But I think my man Kaboom should be starting anyway. He should be up in there. Like, you
Is that
know
the
what
name
I mean?
for? Is
But
that the name for
it is
Kaboom?
what it
Is
is.
that Kendrick?
That because every time he on, it's like a Kaboom effect with him, man. It's like when he catch a touchdown and he do his dance.
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
like all the stars go off, like
Fan
kaboom, like it's just
favorite.
like crazy, man.
And
Oh
Demetrius,
man,
do you know
that's why.
Kaboom,
Yes,
if you take
sir.
the initials of both words, is KB?
Yes, sir. That's why I call him that,
Kendrick.
man. Kaboom,
Kaboom.
Hendrick Kaboom, Bourne. You dig? Oh man,
I like
that's
that.
my guy, man. Well, yes,
Oh,
sir.
gosh.
Yes, sir. But all in all, though, yeah, and that, and I'm going 14-2, man. We
Ooh,
cooking this NFL stew. You dig, Ronbo? We gonna cook the NFL up
tell
this
you,
year,
man.
man.
Don't let them start winning them road
14-2,
games.
Rombo.
Because look
I
at them
mean,
road
that's
games,
my
Demetrius.
expectations is high, man. We got it.
I
Yeah,
tell you,
we can do it. We
they're
can do
all.
it. Even if we win by 1 point, I don't care.
Hey,
We can win damn near every game there.
a win is a win. They gonna still put the W next to that 1-win run. I mean, it don't matter. A win is a win.
Like I'll say our 2 losses will come from, I'll say, Baltimore and
Because the
maybe
defense is
Seattle in the
tough.
split.
Yeah, defense
I'll
is
say
tough.
Baltimore and Seattle maybe. And
And
that's it. Other than that, because, up in Seattle, that 12, it's an MF, man. So it's crazy up there.
I
But
know, but
they're going to be
you
rejuvenated up
know,
there. But
it's a
but I
new
think we
day
got
though.
their number after last year. Yeah, yes, sir. I think we got their number after we beat them last year. You know what
I
I
know,
mean? I
in
think we got their
embarrassing
number now.
fashion too. See, that's why I say that is not the same team that used to beat our ass every year. Russie Wilson's
I
out there, and
seen it. I
understand they
seen
got a
it.
pretty good receiver playing next to
Mm-hmm.
DK. But DK is, I love me some DK, I really do. He ain't gonna get off on either Verrett or Sherman.
Nah.
So that's what I'm saying. So
And
they're
that's
down to
not
one.
for nothing.
That's what I'm
Go ahead,
saying.
Rumble. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's not like they have dominant players to beat up on the floor. I've looked at each and every team. I'm scared of the Saints, and I don't mind admitting it. I'm a little concerned with the
Mm-hmm.
Browns. I'm looking at personnel versus personnel. I'm a little afraid of the Browns. I'm a little afraid of the Cardinals because I don't know anything about them or what they're going to bring. And a little worried about Baltimore only because of Lamar Jackson doing things unorthodox, and it's hard to plan
Yeah,
against an
that's
unorthodox quarterback. So,
yeah.
everybody else
I'm
is
more
beatable.
Baltimore than Cleveland. Cleveland, I ain't even worried about them.
Really? Are you not?
Any quarterback, I'm not even concerned. You put pressure on Mayfield, any quarterback, it's over. I don't care who he got as his wideouts. He can have shit. He can have. I don't give a damn. He can have Jerry Rice. And I ain't gonna say the GOAT.
Ooh. Well, you're somebody
Anyway,
else other than
I was gonna say bigger. Yeah, I ain't gonna even go there, Rob. He can have AB out there and Odell Beckham. I don't care. You know what I mean? But if you put pressure on the quarterback, he can't get the ball off.
And
So
see, and
it
look
just,
at the comparisons.
and I'm it.
Regardless to whoever there's, I'm not putting Sherman on Odell OBJ. If Verrett's healthy, OBJ is all yours. If Verrett's feeling good, OBJ is going to be mad at him.
Mambo.
He is Josh Norman.
Yes, sir.
And how Josh likes to play.
Did you see Verrett's video that he put out on
I
IG?
saw that. He looks awfully healthy to me, and he's got some more time to get better.
Man, Ronbo, I said, woo, woo. That boy, woo, woo.
Tell you.
He moving lateral. He doing the back pedal. I was like, okay.
He's looking
He
quick.
moving. He look good, man.
He's looking quick.
That boy good. That boy good. I can't wait. I was like, yes, sir.
And Demetrius, also, the 49ers are going to be better coached in that secondary this year than they were last year. Hafley, he is gone, and all of his, how come you got players pointing around the field on every play, gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm feeling a lot better about the secondary already.
And Verrett, he's a veteran too. Like he's been around for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
but
what
he's
I'm saying.
young, but he's been around for a couple of years. You know what I mean? So that's good stability right there. And then with the free safety, like Tavares Moore, he reminds me of young Merton Hanks, man. Like real talk. He's long and he kind of fast.
You know what though? I do. If I want him to play next year, but I don't want him to start just yet. I want him to get into the NFL pace, because I figure he may be more talented than Jimmy. But right now, I want my vet back there. I want Jimmy back there to make sure things are all right and pave the way. Pave the way for Tavares. I want Tavares in on some of them plays, though. If he starts to show the NFL's not too big for him at that position, bring him. Because they only got Jimmy for 1 year. I love Jimmy. But if Tavares' skill level is that much better, I ain't crazy.
Oh, yeah, you got to start him. You got to start him.
And look out. And still look out for AC.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. AC.
Yeah, you know what? And I want to make one comment on that. People got to forget, though. That's Marquise Goodwin's cousin, man. That's his little cousin. So whatever
I know.
Marquise Goodwin, yes, sir. Whatever Marquise Goodwin was going through, like this past year and all of that with his family and his, you know what I mean, and all that. You gotta think that affected AC also. So that's how he played on top of how he played the. You know what I mean? So gotta put that in consideration too, man. Like that's his family, so he gonna hold them down. You know what I mean? So people should think of that too.
Well, D, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, fam. I'm going to look for you tomorrow, Sunday. We'll probably continue with what we're doing now. I'm trying to find some more news. And congratulations, you mentioned Marquise. But Marquise went out there and took Ted Good Jr. to the bank.
I heard,
Ted's got to
man.
pay
Look, come on,
$10,000.
man.
I knew it, man. Marquise Goodwin's always
Ted
said.
man. Ted Gang. He getting too old, Ted Gang, man. He better put some Bengay on his son.
I know, man. I'm just selling wolf cookies, man. I'll beat any man in the NFL. I'm putting up $10,000 for anybody who can beat me. Everybody said, word? All right. Gave me that guy. I want to know
more than that. He making more than that, 10,000, man.
No, but I mean, Ted. That's how this got started. Ted called out anybody to whoop his butt, and he said, "I'll give anybody beat me. I'll give him $10,000." And even a high school student, but what's his name? Said, "Hey, Ted, I'll run you, Ted." Ted wouldn't listen to him, so you know.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, he making all that money, 10,000. He get more than that to the strippers, Ronbo. That's crazy. Well, I ain't gonna hold you, Ronbo, man. That's what's up, man. But nice having you tonight, man, and you have a great night, man.
You too, Demetrius. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right,
night.
Man. Yeah.
Oh man, this thing. I knew. You see, Marquise. Somebody said Tyreek Hill was talking in NFL broadcasters. Or somebody said, you know, Tyreek Hill is most likely the fastest wide receiver in the NFL. And then it got around, conversation started rotating. And they said, I wonder if Hill could deal with Marquise Goodwin. And Marquise said, anytime, any place, anywhere. He says, you know, it's about, Marquise needs somebody to pull against. I got a feeling if you get on there, if you've ever ran track and field, you may run a certain time, but as soon as that dude from the other school steps up next to you, man, something goes off in your brain. And you ain't going to be made to look bad. Because if you ever ran track and field, you know, I ran the 400 meters. When you come around that back stretch, all the crowd can see you. When you hear people going, ooh, somebody get an ass whooping. You don't want it to be you. It brings something out of you. You can pick them up and lay them down even better when there's people watching. In practice, I was a hot dog because I had natural speed. So I used to like, all right, guys, a little fartlek here on my whistle. I want you to go, slow down, jog, whistle, go. Fartleks was my favorite because you'd kill you. You have you on the sideline, dry heaving, throwing up and all that stuff. I didn't really like to work that hard. Even now, I call my coach back home and say, Stuart, give my last name. Well, anyway, Ronbo. He saw me call my last name. Ronbo, if you would have worked, you might have been even better. Coach, I was working. Yeah. You can't fool your coach. Pete Garvin says Mullins is better than Cousins. I know, right? People talk about go get Cousins. And Big Show's down there talking about getting Cousins. He says, I still think Cousins will happen if he doesn't pan out in Minnesota and Jimmy doesn't live up to expectations. Deep down, Kyle wants Cousins. Deep down, Show wants Cousins. Joe Cool says Mullins is better than the Raiders quarterback named Carr. Quit under 14-2. What the hell NFL gonna do to the red and gold crew? God, quit! I like that. Rashad Johnson. Shout out to you too, Rashad. And Lincoln 49er Park. Wow, like that's creativity, ain't it? Lincoln 49er Park 182, 15-1. Jimmy's gonna be the MVP. Oh, God. Quest for 6, what's up? Hey, what's up, fam? Antonio says, hey, Antonio Rosales, Jimmy G for MVP. Kind of like the way that rhymes. Buckner for Defensive Player of the Year. Bosa for Defensive Rookie of the Year. You left out one. Kyle Shanahan, C-O-Y. Ricky B, Gold-Blooded Empire, let's get it. Antonio Rosales Debo for Offensive Rookie. What? Look at me talk about forgetting. Debo for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Buckner's going to get 25 sacks this season. Looks like it carried away. That means the Bosa And D Ford will be standing over there with the lips all stuck out. Man, he won't even let nobody else play, man. We cleared the way for him. He getting all the sacks. And he ain't giving us nothing but pressures. Travis Wilson, right, what's up? Think about this for a minute, though, fam. If the quarterback sees Bosa and Ford coming at 100 miles an hour, if he sees them, what's he going to do? Run backwards? He's going to run forward. There's Buckner. Come to Big Block, baby. Bam! Fluffy Ninja, what's up, fam? Fluffy Ninja. We just met Fluffy Ninja last week. Shout out to the best show ever, Ronbo. I'm chilling with my family, enjoying Lynchburg, Virginia. Hey, Fluffy! Niners! And shout out the Niner Empire from New Jersey and the Boricua. Boy, I didn't know. Boricua. Boricua. Is that right? Boricua. Lawrence V says we're going to punish some people this year. I won't be surprised at all. We are hungry. Lawrence, I mean, as I said, it doesn't make sense for the 49ers to get beat up this year. It just really doesn't. Ricky B, I put $100 on San Francisco to win the bowl in Vegas. The payout is $2,100. See, this is when you want to do that. You lay a C note on the 49ers right now, the payback is going to be huge. Those odds he got, Ricky B, they ain't going to be there. I figure 6 weeks into the season, those odds are going to, you can put $100 on, you can get no 2,100 return on it. Humberto Ortegre, what's up? You almost. Boy, I tell you what. There's one dude that will not quit. Boy, I ain't gonna read that. Anyway, my poo says, shout out to all the faithfuls. You're a sick man. Ricky B checking in from Wisconsin. Hey, and he puts it bleep Green Bay. They do make great cheese out there, though. Chad Garrison, hey, good to see you on today. I needed been working too much. We're getting closer and closer to preseason, regular games. That's all I think about. We're coming in ready this year. We're not just coming in with cap pistols. We're coming in with a Glock in one pocket and a howitzer standing behind us. They say, ooh, that's it. I said, the howitzer is the Forrest Buckner. My Glock is on the right side. I got a Magnum on the left. No, wait. Let's give the Magnum to D Ford. The Glock is on the other side. Well, that's weaponry, ain't it? Bam, 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 bam. Who's going to be the AK? AK-47 had to be... Ooh, that's Quan Alexander because he's fast. What are you going to... Hold on, look at these weapon names. Who's a hand grenade? Trey... Trent Payne, San Bruno. Hey, San Bruno in the house. What's up, Trent? Amy Gaffney. It's good with you, fam. And ATM Stacks, 13 and 3, 804, Virginia. Say more Virginia. Boy, let me just travel out to Virginia. 804, VA stand up. Trent Payne, shout out to the 650. Daniel Andre, Virginia Beach. Oh, shout out to all children on Atlantic Avenue tonight. Rock it out. 49ers Empire. Hey, what's up, fam? Roderick Foster, Shreveport, Louisiana. What's up? Well, I tell you what, I bet I can smell that food in the air. Boy, Louisiana, they be cooking, man. I ain't lying. That's just... Hey, Ricky B, thanks, fam. Favorite channel on YouTube. Appreciate it. Thanks. 49ers Empire, we going to the playoffs if everybody stays healthy. I know, I hate that. If people are going to get hurt. But like Kyle has said, this year, injuries will not wipe us completely out. We got backups on backups that got skills. We'll be able to keep them after the second and third year because some of these guys are second-year players and third-year players. Roger Jorgensen from 401. Hope the fam is doing well. Hope it's all good with the effective range. And excuses ground zero. I'm not sure what you mean there, Raj, but I like the way it sounds. Jamal Fagan, hey, what's up, fam? My expectations are everybody laughing until the first team got blasted. Niners for life. Man, I got to tell you, though, the 49ers do beat the Steelers. I can see it starting. You know what really worries me? I really wish we could have played Cleveland before we go to the break. This is what concerns me. I don't know. It's tradition. This goes back a long, long time. The 49ers have had some of the strongest teams in the franchise history that came back from the break and fell flat on their face. I do not know what goes on, but they've got to change some things. Hey, Kim Boots, I should have known with that name, Louisiana, in the house. That name, Kim, that name's got, I mean, that is the flavor of Louisiana. That's got Bayou written on it. I love it. Oh, my goodness. He hails. Wait, let's get this started. One of the founding members of TNT. He hails from Virginia. He is Trey from VA. Trey! Did we catch Trey?
State of emergency tonight, Ronbo. No music.
Trey, it's okay. No matter what, you are still Trey. Come on in, fam.
No intro, no nothing. Let's just get straight to it.
Yes.
If you don't mind.
Yes.
I'd like an installment.
You got it. And now, without any further ado, it's a Saturday night edition of Let Me Holler at You.
You know, there's two types of people. There's two types of fans in this fan base. You've got the rose-colored glasses. The sun will come out tomorrow, guys.
It's kind of me.
I think we know who everybody is, right? And then you've got the I don't believe it until I see it kind of guys.
That's true.
And so in this fan base, what we're going to do right now, and I mean right now, is we're going to separate the men from the boys. If you want to believe in pie in the sky, things that haven't happened, what you think may happen, what could be, go read you a fairy tale and a bedtime story, because this is not the time for that. This is not the time for that. This is not the time for that. This is the time for real action. Ronbo, do you know that we had the 16th overall offense in the league last year with a third-string quarterback playing the majority of our season?
Oh, I do.
People making it seem like this optimism is fake. This optimism isn't real. There's nothing to it. That's not true. What can we do? We lost our starting running back. We're down to our third-string quarterback. At least 2 to 3 of our receivers ended the year on IR. I mean, we're talking about guys that we leaned on. 16th rank offense in the league, right?
That's middle of the pack with all that misery.
What we're not going to do is have people put water on why we feel the way that we feel. Now, here's the thing now. Now, we gave you the sun will come out tomorrow. That's what that was just now. Now, let me give you I don't believe it until I see it. Robo, are you aware that I'm a defensive guy? What kind of guy are you? Are you offensive or a defensive guy? I just need to know.
I think I've discovered myself this year. I think I'm a defensive guy because I'm so excited about that defense. I can't stand it.
If you are cup is half full, if you are a cup is half empty kind of, I need to know who you are, because this is my thing. I'm a defensive guy. Okay, I love defense because that's what I believe wins championships. Still, still. I mean, look at the Super Bowl this year, 13-3. That's not defense. I don't. Super Bowl 2 years ago was 40 points, but it was one on a what? Defensive play, right? One on that strip force fumble, right? We have had 2 of the most egregious things happen to me, Ronbo. And this is what I mean. 2 years ago, we were the worst run defense in NFL history. That's hard to do.
We set a mark.
That's hard to do. No, 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, right? Yeah. Now, Ronbo, how long have they been playing football, Ronbo? We've talked about this before. They've only been playing football for, 100 years now? This is 10 of the whole year.
They just celebrated that last. They celebrated that last year.
We just had the worst turnover differential ever. Ever. So you had the worst run defense and the worst two picks, 2 turnovers. So this is my thing. I need the defense to ball. I need for us to go 10-6, for us to go 11-5. That sounds like a lot of defense.
It is.
That sounds like a lot of defense, right?
It better be.
So we brought in some hitmen. We brought in hitmen, though. We brought in D4. We brought in Bosa. Or we brought in Alexander. So this is the one thing that I know that we need to do, Ronbo. We have got to hold teams to 22 points a game. I believe we will score 25 or better per game. We got to hold them to 22. We got to hold them to 22.
Sorry.
Can Kyle do that for you, Ronbo? Can Kyle do that for you?
I really
Can
believe
Solid
that.
do that for you?
I sincerely believe that. That defense, even
All
if
right.
he doesn't do anything, they can.
Nothing. And so this is what I say. This is what I propose right here. I say this. We need to make sure that Jimmy G is protected. We're going to take every step for that. We got weapons for him. For this defense, the one thing that we got to do is protect the secondary, which means that, Ronbo, we can't just rely on the four. I know that's what we're saying, but we got to blitz these linebackers. And now that you're dropping a linebacker off the line of scrimmage, I think that may allow you to do a few things in coverage, or maybe you can blitz a little more linebacker. What do you think about that?
I think there are times in this particular formation, not the base formation, but yes, blitzing. I love blitzing, especially when I got my corner blitz.
Oh, man, that gets me excited. So let's get excited about this. Everybody in the Empire, let's get excited about this one thing that I know that's going to happen, Ronbo. I know we're going to be competitive in every game because our coach is a tactician. This guy is a savant. This guy will draw the play out of the dirt. It will look like the same play, and it will have 5 variations off of it. We're in year 3 of this offense. No more excuses, right, Ronbo? No more excuses, right?
There's no reason.
Not one. I'm excited about going onto the field, and our receivers know what's going on. Our offensive linemen know what's going on. So the only thing that we got to have from defense, and this is what we're going to say, the winning season or not, the playoff season or not, is on our defense because Kyle got us. This is what he do. I'm excited, Ronbo. Are you?
Hey, I'm a little out of control with it, actually.
I'm excited, man. I want to be pessimistic because that's who I am by nature, but then I start thinking about the good things. We're getting close to camp. The juices are flowing. We got 5 running backs. Jeff Wilson is not going to make it on the practice squad. Somebody's going to smash that.
You know that Austin Walker guy, look at some film of him. I think Jeff could be a problem for him on the PC or the PS. We'll see.
The biggest thing for me, Ronbo, before we get up out of here, shout out to the whole TNC fam. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to the chat, whether you agree, whether you disagree. We need more likes. Here's the biggest thing, though, for everybody. Remember this. When they got here, they said all gas and no brakes. We've been riding in a car that had perfect brakes. This is year 3. We can't apply I want to hear rotors squeaking. I want to hear metal on metal. I want this car to go 70, 80 miles an hour and not be able to stop. We got to crash and burn this whip.
Tell you.
This is a getaway vehicle because I promise you this, Ronbo. Jobs are on the line, and I need my coaches to coach like jobs are on the line.
I agree. I think you can be very satisfied with that defense this year, Trey. I'm already as there are times I realize I'm more excited about that defense than I am the offense.
We could be, Ronbo. We have the talent in the front 7.
Oh.
We have the talent in the front 7 to be so crazy. And that's why I don't want to, we got the talent, man. We got the linebackers. We got everything you want. We got speed and explosion. We got guys that can cover. We got guys that can hit at linebacker. Up front, here's the one thing that I do know up front. And here's I need every Niner fan to answer me this. Got a trivia question for you. Who's our number 2 defensive tackle starting on opening day? I'm not comfortable with Sheldon Day. You guys a journeyman. He's not the guy.
I don't think he's number 2.
Him up off of Jacksonville's. Who is number 2? That's a good question.
You know what? Have they determined that yet? You know what, though? You're right, though, because Sheldon Day is probably going to come in on passing downs. I think DJ Jones is going to be plugged in the middle.
Who is the number 2? DJ? Is it DJ? All right, so because if DJ's ready to DJ came in a little soft. You need him to beef up, get manly a little bit, put a little grown man strength on. I think now is the time or never.
I wish I could see him in the gym. I have no idea what his strength is like. But I do know that he's pretty athletic.
Is pumping, Ronbo. I'm being quiet because it's late on the East Coast. Shout out to all of the. Hey, look, a lot of people calling from VA. When I started calling in Ronbo a couple years ago, nobody from VA was calling it. The East Coast loves you. VA is a Niner state.
I am noticing the
Shout out to
VA.
everybody.
People checking in with the area codes. Man, that's
man. 757-804-540. Hey, look. Everybody just think about this. Get excited. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be back on my BS. I'm telling you now. Tonight, I'm feeling good. I'm telling you now. I got a few things to say tomorrow night, but we're going to save that for Sunday. Appreciate that.
All right.
We hungry, man. Like, it's burning in my stomach right now to get this win. And a lot of fans, they don't take it as serious as I do. And that's why I get upset. You know, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being at the bar and being down. I'm tired of not being able to talk trash on Monday morning. And so now is the time. More than anything, we deserve this as a family. We deserve this.
Absolutely.
We are not a 4-12 franchise.
Absolutely. And we're in a 4-12 from last year. But it
We
is
are
what it
not a
is.
4-12 franchise,
You know?
Ronbo. No, we're going to eat it now because we're going to eat real good at the end of the season, but we got to pipe it down. Enough. Last year we was real bold. We was real brash. We was feeling ourselves 13-3. We was stunting on everybody. And then we had karma hit us.
But
So we're going to be real
Trey,
humble this year, and we're going to kick a lot of ass.
the
real
residual
humble.
effect of coming out of a winning season like we did. We came down the road.
We are going to come.
Boy. But now,
Ronbo, do you remember that feeling? Just real quick. You remember that feeling with Harbaugh when we knew that we was walking into games? And no matter what you did, that defense was going to smack you in the face for 60 minutes. Don't matter if we scored 3 points or we scored 30. We got to get back to those days.
And Trey, it got so bad we'd only score points in the first half, didn't score 8 points in the second half,
We was
and still
good.
won them games.
We was good. We was
You know how
good.
good a defense has to be there?
We won with field goals.
I know.
We won with field goals. But it's not like that nowadays.
No.
And that's different. I know.
Kyle
We're going to show up that secondary. We're going to show up that secondary, and we're going to be just fine. The only thing that I will say is this, Ronbo. All the eggs are in the basket of the secondary. I hope we made the right decision because I don't believe we did.
You know what? It does not, Trey, just to make you feel better, it does not have to be Dub back there. I like Dub, you know this, but he has to win that job. And Trey, if he does, he might be the right guy for that job.
This is true. This is true. And this is the biggest thing. I don't care if it's Dub. I don't care if it's Tart. I don't care. Oh, yeah, here's another myth. Let me leave you guys with a myth. Marcel Harris is not a solid tackler. Marcel Harris was injured for half the season, only played in 8 games.
Did he play
We
that many?
dig deep here with TNT. Hold on. Yeah, he played 8 games. He played in 8 games. But he played in 8 games and was 4th on the team in missed tackles.
Uh-oh.
How did that happen? We dig deep here with the numbers. You can check them out if you'd like to. We dig deep. So when everybody keeps throwing Marcel Harris out there, are you sure that this guy is a short tackler like everybody says that he is? We remember 1 or 2 plays that he made.
He always looks
in
like
open
he's
space.
there.
He made good plays in open space, but I do remember him falling off a lot of times.
You
And the
know,
numbers don't lie. Check PFF. Check PFF if you don't.
that means Antone Exum could be in play. Can you imagine? Because you know what? I don't care what anybody says about Antone. That boy, when he hits a man, the man knows he's been hit. I like that about him.
This subscription to PFF costs a lot of money. So what I'm bringing
you got the PFF
I'm
subscription.
Facts. I'm telling you.
No,
Well,
I
I
know.
share it. Ronbo.
They
Come
put
on
the
now.
numbers up.
I'm African American, so that means that I share an account. But
for that reason, right?
I don't need any offense, guys. I don't need any offense. No, but look, we're gonna call it a night.
Hey, you
man,
got
'cause I know
to
you about to
talk
wrap
to
it
my
up.
little brother about that too. I remember back in the
Hey,
day when
man.
we was having dinner at the table,
Can't
and there
tell
was
everybody that we sharing their account. They might catch us. It's a little steep, but they're asking for it. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. Shout out to the production team that helps you do what you do, Ronbo. More importantly, shout out to you for doing what you do so that we can come here and do what we do. Everybody hit that like. It's not, this man gets graded. This man gets updated. This man gets put on a pedestal by the number of views and likes that he gets. It's utterly ridiculous that he has more viewers in the chat than likes on the video. We need to make sure that we make that happen. It doesn't take more than just a back out, hit the button, jump right back in. Show some love. Show some love. Show some love.
Thanks, Trey.
Yes, sir.
Trey, I look forward. You bring it. Trey always brings it. We'll see what Trey is talking about tomorrow. All right, Trey. Have a great night, fam.
Yes, sir. All right, Ronbo.
Oh, God. And And there's Jerry Fresh. Good night, fam. Ron Jerry, Chad Garrison, Daniel Andre, Pete Gorman, Adrian Gutierrez, Mr. Robot, Jeff Tan, Russo, Panama Queen, J. Run, Trey from VA, William Hervez, Kim Busso. I'm not Cajun Boutro. These are my grandmother's from Louisiana. And by the way, well, let me get started. Because if you ever do get to Louisiana, New Orleans area, don't forget to eat. Oh, my God. And don't just limit yourself to gumbo, man. Hey, can't catch them. Hey, good times are coming, promise. It's just like Trey says, the defense to me is, I've been loving the offense just because I see what was forming last year. But now the defense is looking just really ridiculous. I mean, you look at what's going to happen now on the snap, and you look at the veterans. We got veterans in the right exact places, because even if Akello starts or not, you got Sherm and Verrett. And I mean, Akello, I've seen enough of him to know he's going to be different this year anyway. We'll see in preseason. And then you got You got Klosky. How many years has Klosky been playing with us? Got him in the box. You got another veteran behind him. I know. But let's see what he does. If he wins that job, that means J-Dub is ready to go. They ain't going to put him back there otherwise. Now you're going to tell me, that defense is going to be slick. Question 6 is my biggest worry is our interior line and free safety. And defense, interior line? Do you mean offensive? Maybe you mean offensive. Because you put interior line and free safety. Okay, you can clear that up. I don't think anybody's going to be worried about the defensive interior. That is nasty. You got Buckner surrounded by either. Wow, who's that? Buckner's going to be. Okay, next to him is going to be either 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's either going to be Eric Armstead. Eric, you better not run Armstead. And that's right. So you know what? It's funny because you got the two trees in the middle and the two rushing guys. That's about as strong as it's going to be at any one time. We'll see what they do. KD216, I'm kind of convinced that we will go undefeated. I can't go that far, but you know what? I like the thought. John Haynes says, forever faithful. And Chris Scott, Hood, Ronbo Empire. What's up, Chris? Sir Garcia, what's up? San Francisco, a.k.a. San Francisco. He said, I expect the team to gain more traction with the playbook. I agree. A majority of the players have been in that system 2 or 3 seasons. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I say this team's mature just to the right level now, that they can be really dangerous. The majority of the players have been in that system 2 or 3 seasons by now, and they can only grow stronger and wiser. Year 4 and 5 will bring extensions. How you feeling me, man? I'm telling you, they ain't going to stay rookies forever. And as they get a little bit older in this system, they get more efficient, more savvy, more dangerous. That's the way it works. Chad Garrison, I can't wait for week 1, but damn, I'm going to week 3 versus Pittsburgh for the B-Day. I'm juiced. I'm going to buy tickets. Chad, I'll be here, man. I got to monitor every game with everybody at the same time. I love doing that. Steve Johnson, because people are afraid that the 49ers will be the next dynasty, and that's why they hate them. First team has to have 2 dynasties. Look out. You look at the Patriots. This is their first and only dynasty that's ran on forever, isn't it? Patriots, unfortunately, are going to go down as the greatest team of football history at some point. Because of the way the NFL is now situated, if you can go over a decade or near a decade and have a winning season every year and in the playoff picture all the time, whew, man, that's rough, especially with the CBA and everything else that's taking place since the 49ers were on top of the world. Joshua Woodard says, hey, love Ronbo's watch if we stay healthy. We were 12-4. Yes. Joshua, I'm telling you, I go to 10-6 because I've had my feelings hurt so many times the last 2 years, and I try to keep it, But, I ain't saying nothing bad to the 11-4, 12-4, 13-2, 14-2, 15-1 people. Oh! Support you all day. I'm just saying, come from me, I'm trying to, still a little bit gun shy, but I tell you, this team looks devastating. It really does. Defensively, all they got to do is get their schemes and jobs right. And I do not see teams just running up on the 49ers and just doing what they want to do. Those days are so over, it ain't even funny. Come on, man. And I'm just saying, looking for player, scheme, everything works. If Verrett is as healthy as he looked, good Lord. You got 2 Pro Bowlers on the corners. You got Jimmy back there backing him up, and whoever wins. I'm going to stop saying J-Dub. I want J-Dub. DeVaris may be hell back there, because remember, this is number 2 guy in college ranks before he got drafted. Why the 49ers moved in the corner is still a mystery to me. Keep an eye on AC. I'm telling you, he's not happy being seen as the man ain't nobody talking about, because I can tell by his mentality is going to make him play tough. Guaranteed. And anyway, we got a nice group at the free safety position. I'm telling you, it's tough all the way around. I'm just waiting for DeVaris to show that this part of the game is not too big for him. If he can do that, oh, God. I got to get rid of Maben. We got to get rid of Maben, though. This is why I want Alex Brown to make this team. Can't catch him, says Bosa with 2 sacks weeks 1. He said, Ronbo against Winston, yes. Don't let that happen. I'll be beside myself, man. Don't let Bosa get 2 sacks in week 1. Can you see the camera now? He's walking around the side looking all insane and crazy. And I can see the guy in the booth now. I got to tell you, every time that camera pans over, you see that look on Bosa's face. He could get called in for drug testing this evening. Because, because remember, when Brother came in the league, Joey was crazy, too, when he first came in. Just outrageously good. But that's what this Bosa family does. Oh, yeah. Daniel C. says people don't understand. But the squad Shanahan put together is to ensure Jimmy will never have to take a chance running again. We have so many offensive weapons in line. Good observation. Jimmy has no business running ever. He's always got a check down. He doesn't have to run. He's got running backs that are extremely capable. Boy, Matty B on the ground, boy. Let that cheetah get loose, boy. 22 miles an hour. Ain't no defense in the league that's going to catch him from behind. Benji Polu, ma toi. The Benji in the house. Up, Ronbo 49 Empire 2019. Daniel C. Watch when Jimmy comes out striking. All you Jimmy haters are going to be swinging on his genitalia. Douglas Williams, what's up, Empire? Another month, it's on, baby. Right. Michael Harris says, Ronbo, Deion Sanders was a disappointment today at Super World Con. He didn't care how he wrote his autograph, overlapping Jerry Rice. No, he didn't. What? Deion was out there writing over Jerry's autograph? That's not funny, Deion. Now, why would you do that? That's beyond disappointment when Rice finds out about it, he's not going to be happy. He'll probably say things like, well, that's just the kind of person Deion is, man. I don't know why anybody's surprised, but, that's what it is, anybody that got that happen to him, if you see me, come on by and tell me. I'll re-sign. J.D. Watsonville, he's actually giving me a quiz or some hints as to how old. J.D. is a sophomore. So, J.D., you're 15, am I right? Maybe 16, coming up a birthday soon. Dang, he says, I'm watching the Ace Family Charity event on my computer and Ronbo Sports on my phone. There you go. That's how you do it. Shake Cohen Curtis says, shout out to the faithful down here in L.A. I'm from Sacramento, but I'm not alone here. The Empire lives. This is why when we play the Rams and the Chargers for that matter, there's a huge contingent of 49er fans. 49er fans, it may as well be a home game, you know? Because they may have LA fans, there'll be Rams fans there, and also Charger fans, but 49ers are extremely represented. Because remember, the Chargers just moved in. The Rams just moved in. SoCal has been either Raiders or 49ers for a long time, and they ain't giving up that. Roger Jorgensen, hey, back when I was in high school, the quarterback could not call his own play, but which target was open. Yeah, some coaches just, they give you, you need to, and that's the first stage of learning how to read a defense, Don't just stick to the play the coach gave you. Be able to think out there, So, yeah. Hey, as Trey says, don't forget to hit that like. Notice how I says as Trey says. Why am I reminding you what Trey says? But I should be saying, please hit that like. Please hit that like, fam. I can't wait. I'll see you tomorrow night. No gap between our visits now. Have a great night, fam. Red and gold dreams to you. Niners! Good night, Elisa.